Woodwin isn't brain dead. Thank you very much.
We'll just put some blinders on you and a feedback and get you pointed in the right direction. Won't be a problem. I'm not worried. It'll be alright.
Okay, I'll have to grab him some other point because he's not speaking to me. I guess
He's
doesn't
at
like me
work.
very much.
He don't like you, Arta.
I get that.
Right. Potatoes.
El Haja.
Potato.
Damn it, I can't type.
Language.
McNaughty, we'll talk after the session, yeah? If you have time. I can read, I just can't type. Okay. Thank you, excellent. Okay. I don't imagine tonight's session is going to be that long, simply because I'm walking in water. But let's try and get some stuff done, and, well, okay. Into the game. When last we left our heroes, you were camped outside the impromptu throne room Scylla had set up in the anteroom of the castle. Thanatos, that was, you obviously recognize the castle, and that front room was merely the entranceway to the main throne room, which she had set up as this weird impromptu thing. The the box you broke, the cask of endless winter, that was sort of just in the middle of that room that, you know, normally is filled with all sorts of plush chairs and tables for waiting on lords and ladies. And it had been totally cleaned out and made into like this bone throne room. You guys are camped out in front of the castle in like tents with a warm fire hearth nearby. You have the Revenant of Ludus, Thanatos' younger brother, who he killed, with you. He has not responded to anything you've done to him so far. He's sort of just been standing there listless ever since he dropped the sword.
I'm like 99.99% sure he's in my sleeping bag.
All right. He can be in your sleeping bag, sure.
Like, I'm pretty sure I set up tents and camp just outside, waiting for the rest of the group to show the fuck back up.
Okay. So you forced him into the sleeping bag, put his body in it, sure. His cold blue eyes have basically just been unblinking, and he has not responded in any way, shape, or form to anything you've said or done. You guys will wake up after your long rest. The air outside is noticeably warmer. The howling winds of the frozen tundra you've been until now have all but died down. Obviously, everything is still completely covered in snow, and the air has not yet gone back to temperate climate, but you can actually feel the climate returning to normal. And sure enough, as you wake with the dawn, for the first time in what may have been months, sunlight breaks through the cloud line, and the kingdom of Melkarion begins to renew its life. Elvis, stop typing and lounge and focus. I'm kidding.
Yay!
You not
I
wanting
ate my
to get the
popcorn.
link out for the...
What do you guys want to do?
Eat my popcorn.
All right. You pull out the popcorn you've been carrying with you for the last couple of years. It has by now gone incredibly stale, but nonetheless, you insist upon continuing to chew it, almost as a rite of passage. You force it upon yourself.
Yes!
Stale popcorn is the best.
Should we attempt to save just Butter's soul, Thanatos?
I'm pretty sure this is like 99.9% irreversible. Also, technically, he's undead and is your sworn enemy.
Is he?
The precepts of Lathander in general are that all forms of returning life to the material plane are wrong, whether they be necromancy or even holy means. Lathander holds
But
that.
he did this on his own power.
He did.
This is his soul, not magic.
Send him to Lathander's realm.
This is why I'm confused as fuck on what to do with him. Because this isn't any form of magic. This is literally just him being a badass and coming back his own bare will.
So your character, with the time he spent learning about Lathander's teachings, would know that, not necessarily specifically referenced, but would know that any way a soul comes back from the land of the dead is a no-no. Whether it be through their own volition, like through their own volition could even be so far as them tearing into the nine hells, being reborn as a devil and coming back. That's their own volition too. That would obviously be a big no-no also. This is similar to that nature. The soul is rejecting, at least according to the teachings of Lathander, the soul is rejecting the natural order of life, which is to move on to the land of the dead, and then from there to pass on finally to the land from which there is no return. So this would be a no-go according to Lathander's teachings. How you personally feel about that, I can't say.
You want to say goodbye to us?
I've said my goodbyes long ago.
Then I will give him a proper funeral.
What do you mean?
Ceremony spell. I mean, I have to make sure he's dead first, but details.
Well, that's more along the lines of what I was actually asking. Right now, he's a still quote-unquote living revenant. Whatever it means to be undead, he is that. He's not breathing, but you know what I mean.
I'm also quite confused at how you kill a soul in D&D, but that's a different story.
Is that the player asking or the character?
That's the player asking out of very sheer confusion.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to kill a soul. Vecna could eat a soul.
The soul is still part of Vecna then.
He's got fucking platters served to him every morning, like cookie.
Basically, yeah.
Nom nom.
Okay.
But moving...
I'm killing him.
Alright, how?
Stab in the chest.
Okay.
I take him out of my sleeping bag and stab him in the chest.
Alright, roll to hit, take advantage.
He's gonna stop me?
Well, you.
I mean, you still have to hit.
It's like, I don't know.
28?
I don't see why we can't just let him live out his natural unlife, and then when he fades away, that solves our issue.
You stab your
What?
sword down into your sleeping bag where the revenant
I said I
lies.
take him out. Hold up.
Oh, okay, fine. You take him out of the sleeping bag, I guess lay him on the floor. You stab down into the revenant's body. You go straight into his chest.
I
Roll
stab
damage.
at thee.
Oh, I have to, oh, fuck it. I have to roll damage for the next 5 hours.
Twiddly-dee,
5.
Hey, or
Yeah, Cannon.
time of day.
Dawn.
Okay.
Oh, it's not
You
new.
stab down into his chest, but you seem to somehow like miss most of what his vital organs would be, so you end up like not doing serious damage. As the sword breaks through his skin, his eyes, which were unfocused and sort of stare directly into yours, and he whispers, "End it." It's the first words you've heard him speak since he forgave Thanatos verbally.
And my
I mean,
supper.
I'm trying.
I'm just really bad at it.
You want me to do?
No, hold on.
I will euthanize this evidence.
I'm trying, apparently.
It slices. It dices.
Kilnoa stares on and off.
Good thing I have advantage.
Uh,
13?
You stab downwards, but you're overcome by emotion, and you actually miss the prone still body.
No, I have advantage. The fuck is this on?
He's brown. He's brown.
Oh, what? Is,
Tw-
oh,
22.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay, you're fine. Okay, 13 damage. Okay. I assume you're gonna keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, just,
Okay.
just die.
How many times does he stab?
About 10. You time and time again, you plunge your sword two-handed into the creature's body over and over again. Each time he sort of just stares at you, uttering small sounds of pain, but otherwise not moving at all. With your final stab, the blue light leaves the body's eyes and you realize the soul's gone. The easiest way to realize this is that the body actually changes form and reverts back to the body it once was. One thing that you guys realize is when a revenant takes over a body, it changes to look like the revenant. That's how you were able to recognize it was Ludus, but it was not Ludus's body. And you find yourself looking at this very odd-looking man. He's a half-elf, but he has strange insignia drawn above his chest bone.
Do I
Right,
recognize this
fucking with me,
insignia?
Are you fucking with me right now?
Right underneath his neck, there's a
Is it-
strange insignia sealed there, almost as if it was burnt in.
I examine. Religious check on the.
Yeah.
What's my religion modifier again? A 5? Oh, kill me.
Oh, Kiro's got it. Kiro, you look down
Triggered.
at this body, and you see this symbol. It's a little bit hard to tell, but once you get a really good look at it, you realize it's the symbol of a Manator, but it's been updated and now has a road leading off into the dawn as part of the sun. The symbol of a Manator is, of course, a sun. The symbol of Lathander is a road towards the morning. This seems to be a combination of the two of them.
Half heresy? Or is this just heresy?
I think
That
it's
does
just-
so confused.
Oh, wait, Kiro, did you get 15 or 21?
It was a 15, but
Oh, never mind.
Win got a 20, so.
Sorry, I missed it. Okay, right. Kiro, you recognize the symbol as being this weird hodgepodge. Win-Win, you recognize the symbol also, but you know a little bit more. You know that this symbol is not a simple hodgepodge. This is a cult that has taught that a Manator Lathander are one god, and that their current purpose is to get that god to be of one type, as opposed to this dual nature it's had till now.
So they pretty much
Cult
what these.
kind of operates almost against Lathander's precepts for the simple reason that it feels Lathander's wrong and it should be a Manator, or the other way around. It's a little bit unclear, and you've had dealings with this cult before, mostly as a child, where they tried to indoctrinate you.
This sounds like a very reasonable cult. Like, just saying.
You guys are right, but I'm opposed to this, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Finding someone with that marking here is a little bit telling. It kind of implies that the Church of a Manator that was so strong and steadfast in the realm of Malkarion might not have been quite so squeaky clean as you were led to believe.
Time
Do you
to kill
wanna-
some motherfuckers.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Win-win.
Yeah, that does.
Do you wanna maybe go petition your god to fix all the stuff he messed up by not being around for like an hour?
I mean, that's how it works in your land, right?
I mean, normally our paladins don't lose all their powers and get murdered by a crazy lady, but yeah, sometimes they do get murdered by a crazy lady just with their powers. You know,
I assume I could have a word with him.
I'm not saying he needs to bring him back to life, but like you kind of let down a population of a nation.
He won't bring new life. You know that, right? He'll only help you grow.
I'm just saying, bunch of dead people, his fault. I just wanna
Yes, yes. He got attacked by Vecta. What did you expect?
Hey, we saved his ass from
I
Vecna.
did.
Yep.
You guys don't think stuff through too much, do you?
What?
It was the only answer.
Fair enough.
What?
Well, are there anybody? Can I see any movement down in the town below from our vantage point upon the highest point of the highest points?
Perception check.
I got chat it. I got chat it. I turned to Claire and asked her to look for me.
She was going to look at you, smiling and laughing and chuckling to herself, but she sees that you actually thought about it and accepts. Perception checks for the win. Does a automatic 23 do anything, Arta?
Yeah, you mean you want to take a 10?
Yeah.
Sure. You stare down at the different layers of the city, and you make out that on the second layer, the layer of the nobles, there looks to be a door that you can see this only faintly with your elf eyes, but your elf eyes see a door has sort of pushed away some of the snow as if it's moved recently, and when you previously moved through that part, there was no such sign. So you can tell that this door has been opened recently, probably during the night that you guys slept.
I let you all know what I saw.
Very well. I cast Thaumaturgy,
Okay.
and I blow on my whistle.
I don't. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. Yeah, your whistle rings out insanely loudly.
Not that any of us can hear it, but that's the point. And then I grab my horn, which I haven't blown since after Alcombe. Was it Alcombe?
Well, you guys never went to Alcombe.
No, it's different.
Alcarion's fist.
No.
I
No,
forgot you had a horn.
This was like level this is a long time ago.
I legitimately don't know what horn you're talking about. You're gonna have to remind me.
Remember that dungeon we were in, and then like somebody opened up a well, and then like some demon was flying up towards it, and I was getting attacked by like a dude, and that was actually like a set of plate animated armor, and I knew it was animated armor, but everybody else was like, man, and so I stayed behind.
No.
No, this was after we just. This is like the adventure where I got my ring, the sapphire ring I gave to Vasolve.
I mean, it sounds like the dwarven fort.
No. This is before that.
For that.
Yeah.
Preham.
Was this during Malchior?
Before Malchior.
What, with Selena?
We might have had Selene until, yeah. Or Selena or whatever.
I don't remember a well or animated arm.
This was a long time ago.
A galaxy far, far away.
I suppose.
Right,
Actually
I blow my horn.
Okay, what sound does your horn make?
It's loud.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, the horn of
noises.
Gondor rings out through the city of night.
Sure, yeah.
Gondor calls for aid.
Gondor calls for aid. What was the horn of Helm's Deep or whatever? The one in Helm's Deep.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. Anyway, I blow the horn, and then I'm going to start investigating inside. Yeah, we'll crack open the door.
Okay. You pull open the door to the ante-room of the throne room. You have, of course, been here recently, and signs of it show. 2 frost giant corpses lie in the room, and the whole place has these frozen crystals glistening off the walls. The entire ground, in fact, has been turned into just a smooth sheet of ice. It's pretty apparent that there was some sort of magical ice magic that happened here, or intense magical ice.
I'm gonna ask somebody to cast Detect Magic.
You see, I have 4 different spells that prevent magic, but detecting it, you're funny.
Kelmo?
Hold on.
Kira.
Yeah, I'm
What is-
double checking, but I do believe I have.
Detect Magic.
That is not a Kilnoa thing to do.
Alright. Well, hopefully we have a bard.
Normally, I just
we
pick it
do.
up, sniff it, and I'm like, I think this is magical. And then I move on.
Hey! Kira casts
Yep.
Detect Magic.
Yes, I do.
All right. What's the range on detect magic again? 30 or 60? I forgot.
Stand by.
30.
Mm-hmm.
30.
It's 30.
All right. So you guys are in the doorway to the anteroom right now. You cast
Oh.
detect magic, and
Oh,
you
wow.
don't sense anything immediately.
I was gonna say I was gonna walk like almost halfway into the room.
Oh,
before I cast
okay.
it.
Okay. You walk mostly into the room. The whole area around you is difficult terrain. You find yourself almost slipping on a lot of the ice around you. I never got the items updated. Shoot. Sorry about that. You find yourself nearly slipping on a lot of the ice around you. As you get to the middle of the room and you sort of get within a detect magic radius that includes the impromptu bone throne, you get a very strong sense of magic coming from the throne itself. The school of magic is illusion.
Going to investigate this chair further.
Okay, you approach the chair itself, and you start to like probe and prod at it, and using the insight you gain from your detect magic, you're able to find this like small runic display on the back of the chair that you're able to sort of move apart and separate. And as you do so, a chamber appears beneath the chair, like a chute, a dark chute that you'll be able to go down.
I'm gonna beckon towards the party and call them over so I can show them this. Like, hey, I found something. Come take a look at this.
There's heresy down here. I said it already.
Heresy.
Fucking
Let's not
I
jump down the dark hole that is
I
leading to
smell-
God knows wherever.
I can
Wait,
smell
I'm
the
not the one
heresy.
that found something? I'm amazed.
Can we like check out like the rest of the castle first, maybe? Please?
Shouldn't we be wary of your people coming to the palace, Thanatos?
What are they gonna do? Tell me no?
Not no, but look for guidance. You are now the de facto leader.
Yeah, they'll be alright. They'll survive. They survive. If they survived winter, they'll survive another 5 minutes without me.
Like,
So- Your leadership
That's reasonable.
skills are something to be wanted.
These are reasonable reasons, Ruben.
Okay, let's search the rest of the palace.
Before we go search the rest of the palace, is there a rock laying around?
Not in the throne room, really. There's bone fragments or stuff. You could take one of those.
All right, I grab a bone fragment. I cast light on it and I chuck it down the chamber. And then I say to the rest of the party, "We'll just leave that there for later."
Okay, there's a kind of clacking sound as the bone fragment bounces off some walls on its way down. The light quickly vanishes as it sort of goes like down the chute at like an angle, so it quickly disappears from your sight. But you do hear it hit the bottom with a definite squelch.
How many seconds? There's math to be done here.
Yeah, so the thing is, it definitely banged off some surfaces on its way down. You're not sure how accurate your math would be based off of that. Evaluating the fall distance, you'd probably end up with a larger number based off of the number of seconds than actually it takes to get down there because of the fact that it bounced off surfaces. And
can we
therefore
still
did
see
not
the light
go
coming
down.
off the bone?
You cannot.
What do you mean by a squelch?
Make a nature or intelligence check. I guess if you had a negative modifier.
Is there a
for nature.
fucking raid core down there?
I mean, I got a 19.
The nature
'Cause-
investigation.
Actually, I'm gonna need. So I need a perception and followed by a nature check. Right.
All right. Well, hold
Dependent
on.
on both of those. Sorry, that's on me.
So I was also
Oh,
the same
sorry. Yeah.
thing. I was gonna perception like the stuff that I hear and whatnot, see if I can hear anything down there.
Bad
Okay.
rolls.
So yeah, sure. Roll for that. Or you could take a 10.
No, I rolled for it and
Okay.
I got a 20. So
Okay. So let's deal with that first. Your general perception check of the before the bone fragment is thrown in. You don't hear anything coming up from the. You definitely can't see down there, and you don't hear anything coming up from the shaft. After the fragment is thrown in,
Perception of 12, and then the nature was 19.
okay. You weren't able to tell with any definite how the squelch sounded, so you're not able to figure out what it may have squelched with.
Okay.
Just couldn't hear it well enough. It was not a distinct enough sound.
Yeah, like I said, I say we leave this here and come back. I just wanted to throw the light rock down and see what happens.
You mean light bone fragment?
Yes, the light bone fragment. Light rock bone fragment edition. Available for a limited time only. Only available in the City of Night.
Time check the palace, I guess.
Yep.
did you want me to check for perception wise on, or were you getting to that, Arta?
What was your nature check on that?
Oh, I was doing a nature check as well. Okay.
Yeah.
It is not very high, probably lower than Kelnoa's 10.
Yeah. So
11,
you're also
sorry.
not able to. You hear the squelch distinctly, but you're not able to identify anything.
You know
Okay.
what? For the lulls. A 14, yeah. Let's not talk about it.
All right.
Unless you gave me advantage because I rolled a 20.
Nope. But good try.
Sorry, this cannon also got a 19. We'll be here all day.
Where did 20
The
go?
19 doesn't cut it. It's not worth burning more time on. Let's go check out the damn palace.
Oh, I'm doing that for something else.
Yeah, well, fine to do it then. You go, bro.
Arta?
Do you want me to go back in? Okay. Guys, I've been trying to not rush things as much to give you guys time to talk stuff out. If you don't want that, I guess just let me know.
I do.
I honestly want to go down the pit. That's what I want to do.
You want to go down the ominous pit of death?
Yes.
What
I thought we were gonna
the
go check
fuck?
out the palace.
Let me help you. I throw. No, let's go. We're going into the rest of the castle. We'll be back.
I mean, I'd be okay with whatever. I am curious about the pit. Curious killed the cat, but no matter. Claire's curious anyways.
If
But she's okay with checking the rest as long as we're checking out the pit as well.
you and me want to go ahead and head
She's
down,
interested.
and if shit hits the fan, I can just dimension door us back out.
Yes, because last time we relied on the dimension door. That just happened.
Well, if it's just the two of us,
So we're exploring the palace, not the death pit.
Oh,
Okay, from the anteroom, there's really only one exit, straight through to the main palace chamber. Thanatos, you know from experience that beyond this door should be your father's throne.
Yeah, not the
Ooh,
fake
the
ass
throne
bitch.
room. She has an interest.
To the throne room.
What's the perception, or what's the check for any secret doors or whatever in the throne room? There's always a secret door in the throne room.
Always.
Are you saying you want to make a perception check on a room you haven't yet been to?
I mean, she's looking very carefully through the whole. Like, it's either investigation or perception. I don't care, but like,
You're
Dude.
saying that as soon as you enter the room, you are start looking for stuff.
yes, I am going to look for that hidden door because there's a hidden door in here.
All right.
There are always tells of hidden doors in throne rooms, and well, okay, Arta, in this world, are there tells of hidden doors in throne rooms? Because I know in real life, in our world, there is. There's almost always a secret door in throne room. Is this a thing in your world?
I'm not quite following the question, but probably the answer is you don't know.
get wrecked.
No, he's talking like, you know how there's those old wives' tales that every throne room has a secret escape passage?
Yeah.
Do they have the wives' tales in this current universe?
Depending on where you are, sure.
Got you, Tierson. I got you.
Thank
Cocaine.
you. And so that is what Claire is looking for.
Gotcha.
So before Claire actually finds a secret window.
Are there any windows?
The anteroom has a number of large windows that display the outside. Previously, of course, they were all darkened with the snow. The snow is still over them, but you could begin to see light starting to filter through, making this bone throne room just a little less scary.
Still, no check then?
Wait, I'm sorry. We haven't gone into the next room yet.
The throne room, isn't that what we're in?
So you guys are still in the anteroom, the one that was. I guess I didn't explain very well. You guys are in the room that you fought Scylla in.
Okay.
She set it up. It is a throne room now. When Thanatos was young, it was just the anteroom, the entrance room, the one that leads you to the throne room.
Okay.
Scylla seems to have changed it, cleared out all of the other stuff there, and set it up as a very barbaric throne room. There's a bone throne at the back of this room, which is where she was sitting when you guys entered. That's under that is where you found this shaft that leads downwards.
Okay.
Behind that throne is a door. The door that leads to the actual throne room.
Oh, well then I checked the door for traps stuff.
Okay, you approach the stark dark black metal door. It's cleverly engraved to represent a flowing water down the center. Clearly high craftsmanship. It's somewhat ruined by the fact that there's blood smeared on the handles. There's no keyhole or no lock though. Just two doors facing each other, black metal.
I
looking like
wonder
water.
how Thanatos' sister would be able to kill Thanatos' father so easily.
Thanatos?
Yeah.
You get a lot of people.
I didn't ask.
The six brave adventurers
That's my
stare
answer.
at this door, confounded by the concept of metal hinges.
What?
I opened
Hero
the
walks
door.
God damn it, finally. Okay, Thanatos, you somewhat hesitantly will say, since this is the first time you've been here in a number of years, you opened the door to your father's throne room. As the door creaks open, the sound of the door hinge, like almost warped in the cold, screeches, and you hear it echo through the room. As the door opens, it's completely dark. All the windows are all blocked up, and as you look up quickly, you see that there's wooden boards over all of them as if to keep something out. And the first thing you see as you enter the throne room, sorry, I'm doing this out of order, apologies, is a body lying on the ground. One of your father's personal guards, looks like. As you open, you see what clearly is the remains of some battle, almost preserved. Your father's throne is there, but it's rent and broken. A giant mallet, clearly only wieldable by some tremendous humanoid, lays smashed into the seat of the throne. Next to it, where your mother's throne would normally be, is only the feet of the chair. The rest of it looks like it was hurled onto one of the guards, who lays pinned underneath it. You look around and you see a throne room in ruin, a symbol of what happened here. There's 10, maybe 12 guards' bodies all lying there in the states they were whenever the battle took place here. And the throne room shows it. Everywhere you look are signs of your childhood and your past, but they're all twisted in some way. Paintings have been torn. Chandeliers have been pulled down and rent apart.
Is this room also iced over like the antechamber?
The windows do have snow on the outside of them, but mostly they're boarded up. It's sort of like there was, it's sort of like they took refuge in this room and created it as like a stronghold.
Check for life.
You check around the room, going from corpse to corpse, and you find they've all been dead many, many days. Probably months. Claire, bored by all of this description, you check around looking for secret stuff. Make a perception check.
Yay! Fudge my math. 14 plus 13.
27.
Yep, there you go.
Okay. You creep around, checking under the bodies and other stuff, and sure enough, behind the father's chair, you find that the step that it's on like the stone step, is a false step. And if you slide away the back, there's a short staircase heading down into what appears to be a secret map room.
Yes! She's excited. I found it! And she goes in.
Okay, you head into the map room. Everyone else is probably experiencing the rest of the throne room, but you are too bored by that, so you head straight into the secret map room. You go downstairs and you check out the secret map room, and sure enough, lying right in the center of the room, right in the center of the room, is a large desk with a obviously not lit candle next to it, and there's a map on the ground here. It's too dark for you to make out the colors to see it, though.
Find a light source.
Yeah,
find a light source.
All right. You pull out some flint and tinder from your baglet.
Sweet.
Yeah, I know. Okay, whatever. It's fine. That's not the way. Okay. You pull out flint and tinder. You light the candle, and as its light illumines the small throne room, the small map room, you get a full-on look at this map, and it looks like it's a map of the lands of Malkarion, but you see that scribbled all over and written in a strange tongue you don't recognize are little notes about different areas. Based off of the map and based off of the area you've crossed, you can tell it's definitely a map of the same lands, but as you already have realized, and now there's now evidence before you, it used to be a lot more full. There were cities along the way from Malkarion's Fist to the City of Night. There were towns and villages, and this map looks like it was updated frequently, has little markers and little drawings of towns and cities, citadels, chapels, farms, all these things. They're drawn on this map. It's as if someone was keeping a constant record, a constant watch of this land, through which you've walked and seen none of these things. They've all been wiped out.
Any other things in this map room?
There's other map cases and drawers that that contain any number of other stuff. I assume you want to rifle through all of them?
Yeah, anything that looks more important than not maps, like notes or something like that.
Tied to structure of a kingdom. Dad's entire family is dead.
Claire's heartless. That's what we're learning.
Yeah.
Completely.
Right.
Actually, I'm gonna need you to make an intelligence check to see if you can figure out what's actually important. There's a lot of scrolls and parchments. You can, yeah.
Sure. Intelligence 18 plus straight intelligence, right? Like, do I add my intelligence modifier or
What?
do I add intelligence modifier? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
18 plus 3, so
21.
1. I was gonna say 20, but then I'm like, that's not right.
Odd number plus an even number always gives you an odd number. Hello, fourth grade teacher. Sorry, that's me. You go through the stuff. You find a couple of scrolls that seem to be more important than the others, and you pull them out, and they're detailed descriptions of some of the places you've come across. Malcarion's Fist for one, the City of Night itself for another, and the Vault of Rust. That
Arta,
last
sorry,
one is in a sealed scroll case.
All right, I need an answer to that question, please.
What? Oh,
The one I just sent you.
That's movie
Because
impotente.
depending. Oh. Okay.
And it's not that she doesn't care; it's just that she's seen a lot of death in her life. So yeah.
So she doesn't care.
Okay.
I mean, what is she gonna do?
How
She-
about not
or something?
casually look for Never mind. Never mind.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm a bit confused. It's already happened. So what is she gonna do? Is she gonna grieve or something? Because she doesn't know anyone here. So
Okay.
Anyway, don't steal anything. I'm watching all of you. Let's continue our tour of the palace.
From the throne room, there's a number of other exits. Thanatos, you remember this place, obviously, as you grew up here, and you're able to lead everyone else through. You could go to a number of different areas that you remember from your childhood. The dining room, some of the bedrooms, you remember where your parents' room are, where your parents' room is, where your room was. There's different meeting areas, some small, some large. Basically, it's your home. Any of the rooms you remember, you know how to get there. So where would you like to go?
Let's go check on like the top. Let's go up to the tallest point.
Okay, you begin to climb the stairs leading to the tallest tower in the castle. You remember your lessons as a child. This castle was built during a time of conflict, and as such, many of its features are military in nature, including this tallest tower. Its sole purpose was to be manned by a guard, by a watcher, a scout, who would keep an eye out for movements of troops, etc. So you find yourself getting to the top of the tower, and it's a small 10-foot by 10-foot room. All that's there is a lantern hanging on like a hook, and a small wooden stool. It's exposed to the open air.
I survey my kingdom.
You see a lot of white. You look out over the land. From your vantage point at the highest point in probably the entire Malkarian kingdom, you're able to see far and wide. You see to the south the ends of the frost, and you see the natural land there starting to reclaim its way back into your homeland. Looking north, you see only white for far too long. You see the river as it cuts between your city and the lands to the north. You can just make out the beginnings of a probably by now dead forest that leads to Alchemy and beyond. Basically, you see the map, which is in the Roll20, which I will relink For anyone who needs.
I guess we'll start changing the flags. Or I will, because I can fly. Unless
What
there's
flags?
convenient ways to get to them. The flags that are not now bearing the symbol of the Malkarian, but the
Banners. All the flags
banners.
have been torn away in the winds. The banners were replaced.
Yeah, I'd like to fix those.
Okay. I guess from this highest point in the tower, I really gotta screw it. You'll blow your whistle and call your mount. And I know I'm doing a lot of railroad, but I'm doing the best I can with what you're giving me here, boys. You blow your whistle, call your mount. The bat rides up. You jump onto him, fly downwards. You don't have banners on you, so I don't know what we're talking about.
But aren't there like spare ones kept around?
Where?
In like, I don't know, the armory?
Then you need to go there.
To the armory.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna fast forward a lot here. You go and you change the banners. Next.
You should assemble your people, Thanatos. Or what's left of over the city.
We should go look at
That's-
that pit.
That's kind of why I blew the horn.
Yeah, but then you went missing.
Yeah, we're gonna go back downstairs after I changed all the flags.
Okay. You fly around and you change the banners, all the exposed banners on the outside of the castle, replacing them with your own family's banners.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the main gate where I blew the horn.
Okay. You look out over your city and you see nothing.
It's not going to be that simple. Your sister was a tyrant. I doubt they even saw who blew the horn. Thanatos. You're going to have to go out there in person.
Am I?
Do you really think what little people there are left in the city are really just going to come out? Especially after being controlled by a tyrant of a sister? And just accept a person who was exiled to the kingdom back and as now their new leader?
They don't know who blew the horn though.
Exactly. But if you were
Fine,
living in the
Kiro,
city-
I'll wait here and y'all can jump into the fucking hole.
What?
Go on. Go on.
This kid really want to
It's
jump in
probably a
that fucking hole.
pile of bodies. I hope you're happy.
I'm really jumping inside that fucking hole.
Why not?
It's fucking stupid.
I hope
Would somebody like a light bone fragment before you?
This is
judge it?
Woodwind and Ruben speaking. Jumping down that hole is literally asking for death.
Someone else want to go with me? If
As
shit goes
Kiro
down?
talks about the shaft leading downwards, Thanatos begins to think about maybe there might be another way in. As he lives here, he may be privy to other
Oh,
ways to get to the
Is it like straight down?
yes.
Like literally straight down.
No, not literally straight down. It is somewhat slanted.
Somewhat slanted. I'm going to go look for an entrance into the necropolis. The one specifically on the palace level. If there's not one, then I'm on the military level.
Is that your fucking dungeon?
You spent your life on the palace level, and you can't quite recall any entrance there. Granted, you've spent most of your time in the palace proper, and there is one other building on the palace level.
Network. Which we haven't investigated yet, sir.
Okay, I know that I'm not the best DM in the world, but I hope I'm not putting you to sleep.
No, the 2 beers and some wait before you coming is putting me to sleep.
Okay, that's
Yes,
fair.
to the Citadel.
My toes are wrinkled.
We know it's wet, Arta. We're sorry.
Can I get swamp foot?
I just keep asking myself, why are you here? Why are you here? Why aren't you like taking a bucket to the floor and just dumping it out?
Why
there?
aren't you walking
self-
around in buckets?
That's
For
Stay
selfish
dry.
reasons, I'm very excited for something, but we haven't gotten to that yet.
okay. I just keep. This is what is keeping me entertained right now. Like the descriptions of the palace before and after is cool.
Are lame. I know.
But thinking about no, I like thinking about. Oh man, this is when Dan Toast took his first steps.
I
But,
mean, you guys can ask details about the places. I try not to give. I mean, I know I'm bad at it, but I try not to give
Yeah,
overly long descriptions of places.
But I
because
also
you
know
should
we're
always
trying to
be-
get somewhere. So
Okay, yeah.
I'm mostly just sitting here thinking about like, oh my god, this artist person. He's just a saint. He's just sitting here in the flood, just like
Right.
fucking
This
yeah.
is
This is
very,
what the palace
very,
looks like.
it's moving us very far along in the story, stroking, filleting Arta, but
Yeah.
I'd like to get back to actually moving in the story.
Yes.
Which
Okay,
is
so
Arta's
that's
waiting
what I was
for.
doing.
So
Oh.
as Kiro, we're back into proper D&D. I'm going to insist that you guys do the things correctly. I'm not going to give you flint and steel now. You're going to have to check your inventory. Okay. Kiro you guys are back at the stone throne room because Kiro has been saying that you guys should go down that shaft. As you start considering the best way to go down, Thanatos, you have a brief insight of inspiration as if some deity beyond the world's known deities has granted you some insight into other possibilities that you can be doing.
All right. Well, what we want to do is we want to go into the necropolis. That's where I believe this to lead. And if it doesn't, we can always do the simple thing and just jump down there. How's that sound?
Works for me.
Is it a necropolis like your dungeon?
Oh, the city's built on another city.
Oh yeah, that part. So
So,
off to find
Must
the other-
away to the closest entrance I know of.
Through the palace, there is a singular entrance to the citadel of Amanator. Your mother was constantly moving between the two as she was both the queen and the high cleric of Amanator. So there is an entrance that she would use. You were not really permitted to use it as a kid because it's sort of reserved for the high cleric, but you know of it. So quickly taking the party around through the dining hall that you see is all wrecked and stuff like that, although there's still signs of tons of food being eaten in there recently. Through the dining room, past the kitchens, past the armory, you go and you sort of take these winding hallways. You find yourself at this small little cubby almost that has a short little door that you're going to have to bend low to get under. That then leads to a small, simple wooden door with a Manator symbol painted on the side of it. This is an entrance that the High Cleric would take to get into the Citadel of a Manator.
I cast Thaumaturgy and open the door.
The door slams open and there's a ringing through the empty Citadel. As you look through, you see yourselves on the other side of where all those alarm wires were. You remember the magic wires that were all lined up everywhere?
Yeah.
So you find yourselves on the other side of that, inside the same citadel, with all the gruesome gore and everything like that. That's still all around. I'm not going to go into the description of it.
Right. I and Claire shall begin, and anyone else who chooses to commence looking will look for a entrance to the necropolis.
Okay, the Citadel can be broken down into 3 sections. There's the central section, the main area, which is where you currently are, and then there are 2 side sections. One of them is where the on-hand priests would spend time. It's a sort of barracks that's been built for them, albeit clearly a little bit more nicely done to accommodate the different tastes of the clerics themselves. That one's off to your right-hand side. There's a door that leads there. On the left-hand side is the tomes. Places where sacred texts would be kept. It's by no means the largest library in all the land or anything like that, as it's preserved mostly for religious texts or texts of particular significance to Amanator Lathander, but it's basically their library section, and we're studying what happened. Where do you want to begin your search? In the central room, I assume, where you currently are?
Can I walk into the center of the room and cast Detect Magic again?
Yes.
You certainly can.
I do that.
As Detect Magic, you see all of those alarm wires still set up.
Do I see anything else? As I walk towards the door, the two side doors, or towards the back. Or
The door to the tomes appears to have some locking magic on it.
I gesture to the party, saying, "This door is magically locked."
Magically locked, you say?
Si, senor.
I was about to say I cast knock, but I'm not a wizard.
You're a wizard.
Yep,
Gideon.
and I'm not playing my wizard, so I don't have knock. My wizard actually has knock. It's funny, but
How important is this door?
it's a good question.
This is just another cost on
Are you
top of
saying
rebuilding
structurally?
the kingdom.
Yeah.
You can surmise it's probably not that important. It's
Fuck the door.
mostly
I
stone
cut it with
though.
Vajra.
Holy fuck!
Pa!
The sacred sword of your forefathers quickly cuts the simple wooden door in twain. The two pieces fall to the side, slightly sizzling.
This is what we call overkill.
Yes. Overkill is, in fact, underrated. I just lightsabered a door. Let's go.
That's all lightsaber.
Exactly.
Stepping through into the room, you see the high shelves of the tomes, the ones containing all the sacred texts. You also see a number of slanted desks meant for writing or studying. In the very front of the room, there is a statue of a Manator. Distinctly of a Manator, by the way, definitely not Lathander. It shows the face and forbearance of the prior god. For anyone who doesn't remember or know, a Manator Lathander. A Manator was a god who died and was reborn as Lathander. In this world, though, he sort of takes on aspects of both at the same time. He's known as the god of Manator Lathander, but there are many churches that believe in only one aspect of him or worship only one aspect.
But a cult is more reasonable than the actual two religions.
Indeed it is. Not the point. Moving right along. Sorry, I shouldn't say any of that stuff. Moving right along, there's a statue of a Manator in the front of this. It sort of has a dais around it, as well as like a small rosary shrine above it. Not a shrine. Thing. What's the thing you hang on your doors on Christmas?
Knockers?
Oh, wreath.
Oh, wreath.
Wreath. Thank you. Like a rosary wreath above its top. It's kind of wilted and fallen apart. Probably hasn't been watered in months, but it is there above the statue itself.
Right. Onward.
I'm going to encourage questions. If there are things about the environment that you want to investigate more or things you want to look for, I would encourage strongly that you do these things.
Kira is
I
going.
look-
Oh,
I just had a brain fart. What room are we on?
Oh my god.
We're in the
I know.
tomes, the library,
Okay.
and I have described that there are desks that are slanted and meant for writing or reading. I have described that there are shelves for books, and I have described that there is a statue in the front.
Could I examine the ancient texts?
yeah, I was
You
going to do the
certainly
same.
can. You go and you browse through the statue. Sorry, I did skip you, Eldest. That's 100% on me, and I apologize about that. I'm going to come right back to you. Okay. You browse the bookshelves and you check out the sacred texts. You find fairly quickly, assuming you have an intelligence above 10, which I know you do, you find fairly quickly that it's been organized in a very simple manner of age. The texts near the front are the more recent scripts done by scholars of the last 100 years or so. While as you get farther along towards the back of the room, you find texts that are older and older and older. Those, of course, are more and more interesting. At the very end, you find a small section that's been glassed off with like this thin glass that you know you could break through it, but it's clearly just meant to be like, don't touch these unless you can. Possibly even vacuum sealed. and you see 4 large books in there, very old scriptures, very old and like faded writing on the outsides of them. You can just make out the titles of them, and they're 1 through 4 from the same series. The damn it, what was the word? Shoot, sorry.
The book does it celestial, so I can't read it. Series?
No, it's not in Celestial. It's
Holy fuck! Holy fuck!
in Common. It's frack. What was that word?
Undercommon.
No. It's in Common. Just the name of the book is
Encyclopedia.
It's damn it. What's the word? This is what I do.
I love it when that happens to me. It's so awesome.
It
happens to me every single day, all day,
like this
when I'm talking.
Basically, the life and times of Lathander. Except not that. It's
Biography?
damn it.
Oh, but he was mortal.
Yes.
Holy
These are 4
shit!
books written during Lathander's life.
Ruben
Except
may or may not just jizz his pants a little bit.
This silence is the same as like Woodward. He's dumbfounded right now.
I mean, I'm dumbfounded right now.
Chronology.
The chronology of Lathander.
Thank you. Oh,
This
The
is
It's like, all right.
a Manator.
yeah.
this is him really. Hey. Woodward's jaw is like on the floor. That's all I have to say.
If Claire sees this, she pokes him.
It's
Claire has a very high passive perception. She probably sees this.
this is dumbfounded.
She pushes gives a little shove and see if he tips over.
This is how is this possible?
He sways to the side but manages to regain his balance.
That is
Okay.
how is this
Yes.
possible?
I'm rich. That's how this is possible.
This is not rich. This is before even you.
Yeah,
This is before your kingdom even stood as an idea.
Nah, yeah, I suppose that's true. But the people who stopped my people, who then became my people, were these people.
To have these.
Anyway, I might let you rent them for an exorbitant fee. But beside that, we have other things to be doing. I believe somebody wanted to go poke around in the underskirts of the city. Yes? No? Yes? Yes? I look for Kiro.
Well,
Just, like,
before we
start
do that, I was kind of
Sorry.
Oh.
Eldest, yes. I'm sorry. I completely skipped you and then
I was
skipping you.
I was gonna say I'm gonna look through the books and see if there's any books that kind of stick out from the rest, as like maybe like strange or like
Careful.
Make an
doesn't
intelligence
belong.
check.
Careful.
Intelligence. Where was it?
You don't want to die to Woodward's sword.
I can't. A 15. Hold on. Oh, I'm not high enough level for that, am I?
That's fine though. It as in you passed the check. Don't worry.
Okay.
You go through the tomes while you of course pick up on the ordering of the tomes very quickly. You see that most of them are sacred texts, religious in nature, blah blah blah, all that stuff. However, while going through a bunch of the earlier tomes, they're sort of like tightly packed together. There's a whole bunch of them. Clearly, a lot of scripture has been written. There's been a lot of discussions. You notice that, like, near the top are the ones that are used more frequently, while near the bottom, where people don't really like to bend down, are the ones that are used more rarely. So you decide to go check out some of them. And you realize that slipped in with a couple of the regular scripture books discussing the life of a Manator and whatever, all those precepts, you find a couple of books that bear a strange symbol that you've seen very recently, specifically a combination of a Manator and a Lathander symbol together.
Okay.
There's a couple of them, and they all have titles similar in nature to the rest of the tomes, although they're all discussions on the theory of gods and how mortals may influence them.
Why is this cult so fucking reasonable? Oh, the fuck.
Gonna take one off the shelf and open it up.
Yeah, as Woodwood prepares to torch it.
You take a browse through
quick,
it.
Yeah.
When I believe you're currently staring at a glass case.
Later we'll torch it.
You start reading through this book, and to get a full picture of it is going to take you some time, but even from a cursory reading of it, just like the table of contents section, the basic stuff, you can tell that this book could theoretically be considered blasphemous by either side, as it mentions the idea of forcing a god to do something.
Okay.
Forcing a change upon a god.
I want to check something. Gonna slide a hand it and put it in my bag.
Yeah, sure.
God, you all played with dangerous Woodwood.
Darn it!
It's such a good roll right there.
You by the way, take inspiration because this is like in character.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that.
Oh,
if you're okay with that.
Okay, actually, that's fair. Darn, I should have waited a little bit. Okay, yeah. Claire sees you, but no one else does.
Okay.
There's some high level of heresy you're playing with. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm okay with that.
You better keep that hidden for Woodwood, or Woodwood will fucking murder you.
Did the what's his name? Did Thanatos say out loud that he didn't want anything stolen?
Yes, Thanatos said out loud he didn't want anything stolen.
Do I have to?
Alright.
Do I have to quote what you said?
It hints you off, Thanatos, that somebody kind of maybe something.
You like gesturing at her, or
Yes,
like
yes.
you like make eyes at me and then make eyes at her, or like what are you doing?
Exactly.
Okay. I key in to the budding tiefling hand signals, and I approach what's her bard face, Kiro, and poke her in the face and say, "Are you ready to go down to the dungeon now?" And then like hold out my hand and hold up 5 fingers and like gesture for her to like pass it over.
Kind of like just say yes and walk by.
No. I like kick her in the shins and hold up 5 fingers again. Pay the man.
Fine, I pay you. I can't. You said 5.
What?
Thanatos reaches forward and he holds out his hand as if expecting you to give him something, perhaps something book-shaped.
I hand him 5.
No. I was looking for money.
I hand him
But
5
book-shaped
silver.
would've done. 5 silver. Very well. Good.
5.
Need-
What is it?
Okay, you hand over the money. Thanatos, you are now 5 silver richer. Eldest, you are
Yay!
now 5 silver poorer.
You have
break
no
the
idea
bank.
what book it is. You just know I have a.
I didn't ask.
Yeah,
It's none of my business.
I'm okay with that.
What? Stole from your tomb of knowledge.
Technically
no,
not
that's-
stolen anymore.
That's what's
He's
listed
in my
as.
party. It's not like he's gonna leave. And
That's
if he
what
does
it's listed
leave,
as in the ledger. A book from the tomb. 5 silver.
Okay.
anyway, you were
Awesome.
looking for this entrance. Yes, still.
Yes.
Did the statue have anything interesting?
Make a perception check.
Uh,
Take a 10. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
Claire goes over to take a look at the statue, and knowing already the ins and outs of what secret things look like, you find a stone dial on the back of the statue that looks like it can be moved, probably turned.
I turn it.
You spin it, it goes around completely, and it doesn't do anything.
Oh, too bad.
You kind of realize it's probably a combination lock.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When I said I examined the tombs, did I also find the fucking heresy?
No.
I did not. Okay.
I say, anyone know the combination to this thing, or any idea where the combination to this thing would be?
Matter. Let me see. I examined the combination lock.
It looks to be a simple numbered combination lock, 0 through 9.
0 through 9.
666. I'm not kidding.
Half pulls out sword.
I'll try it.
You
Half.
rapidly insert the 3-digit number 666, and it does not spring open.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's not accurate in this world that it does. I mean, only.
Do I hear anything? Like, as I spin and stop it or whatever? Do I hear any, like,
Oh,
mechanism?
you want to try and break the lock that way?
Yeah.
All right, fine. Make a perception check.
Alright. Come on, 20. I believe in you.
Man, poor Arta.
Was that a 1?
It was a 20.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. By listening carefully at the dial, you're able to pick out that the digits are 420.
So we found out
420.
where all of Arta's luck went.
Blaze.
It's
420.
answer to life. 42.
No, 420. The fuck?
Blaze it.
Well,
It's
with this
possible
zero-
that by looking around the room from a certain perspective, you may have seen certain things that may have led you to whatever. Just it's fine. You skip the riddle. It's cool.
Blazing.
Whatever. It's fine.
It's okay, we brought a thief.
Fine.
No,
it's
no,
fine.
we brought a tier who stole all of Arta's luck in a past life. This is the reincarnation of both these humans.
It's fine.
In the current.
You know,
Here, ready?
I don't think I've ever successfully gotten a single riddle room on you guys.
Hey.
One of these days.
I sell both of them by my.
That's untrue. We did the poison, the king.
Oh, that's true.
No, I did
Forgot
that by
about
myself.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, and you
The
guys saw
fuck?
that one really quickly.
And
Okay.
we also did the one for the
Does-
Soul
does-
Slayer.
Does the death box count?
The death
and the
box
death box.
doesn't count
Why not?
because I cheated.
I
let
lost
you guys
my
get
arm.
it through it without ever solving it.
I
Not the point.
lost my
Sorry.
arm.
I'm doing too much out of DM stuff. I'm supposed to be a lot better at getting into DMing mode. I apologize. I'll
Right,
work
so
on it.
she springs the lock.
Yeah, you listen carefully at the little things. You get 420, and the back of the statue swings open to reveal a set of stairs leading downwards. One thing you notice very quickly is that by like the third stair, the stone on which all this is crafted clearly changes from smooth polished marble that most of the rest of the castle floor and grounds, especially the citadel, are made out of, to a rough hewn stone that you might find in crypts or cemeteries.
How dark is it in here?
Cemeteries, huh?
Completely black.
Completely black.
dark.
Is there any going down the stairs? Is there any like objects I could grab, like bones, stones?
You're asking if there's like a small thing that you could pick up just to cast light on?
Yeah,
Yeah, you find a small shard of wood or
I will do
a
that.
piece of metal. They both of which are easy enough to find in a.
I'll
a
do
tomb
that.
or
And
something like
wait,
this.
everyone here has dark. No, does anyone here?
Oh,
not
you
have
find a
dark vision?
pencil. Find a pencil on one of the desks.
The dark vision. is
Everyone here has
irrelevant,
dark vision.
Does
But I want to see the color.
okay.
Okay, alright. Here, I draw my sword. Cast it on this.
It's cast. I cast light on Vajra.
Raja.
No.
No,
The other sword.
My regular sword.
regular sword then. Okay. It's
It's
cast. on-
dangerous to take that thing out often.
Yeah.
swinging around in a nuke.
Take it
I-
out
I-
often. Use it to cut down a door.
Yeah, I also widen my eyes and cast light on my hat.
Nice. All right. With two sources of light, you head down these stairs. Obviously, single file. The stairs wind downwards, not in a strict spiral, but sort of a slow curve. After you descend about 30, maybe 50 feet, the stairs widen out, and you
Could I have
find
gotten
yourself-
Knox in here?
I forget how large is Knox.
He's large.
Yeah, he could fit. He
Okay.
has to squeeze, but he could fit. You definitely can't ride him, but I don't think that's what you mean.
No, he'll just be tailing us.
He squeezes through. He has to sort of crunch his wings together, but you've trained him sufficiently that he will follow your orders to do that.
Thank you, Knox.
You
All right, down the stairs.
you make your way down to the what you know to be the necropolis. The rest of you probably don't know this, as it's not exactly a secret, but it's not well-known knowledge. But the capital city of the lands of Malkarion, the City of Night, is built on the ruins of a necropolis, a dead city, if you will. As far as most people are aware, all entrances to said city have been removed. And yet here you find a short 30, 40 feet down from the capital, from the palace itself, you find yourself entering the necropolis.
Well, would you look at that?
When you finally get into the necropolis proper, as like the 30 feet have 40, 50 feet have gone down, you open, it sort of opens up to reveal a single stone passageway that leads southwards. On the wall, you see torches that are currently not lit.
What lived in the Necropolis, Thanatos?
Elves?
Elves. This was formerly an Elven kingdom?
It was a sylvan forest, yeah. Hence why I like fairies.
Does someone want to light the one of the torches? Actually, no, we don't need them.
Might be why there's
Is
not
there,
so many elves in this plane, but that's besides the point.
is there any writing on the walls?
With the light from your hat and with the light from your light source and from Kalnoa's hat, you're able to make out the walls pretty clearly. It looks like there are like short messages written in Elvish.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey.
Say what?
Hey,
You pointed them out to Win-Win, and they seem to be like simple instructions for getting for finding your way to a place, except it's not specific on what that place is. It says 2 rights and a left.
Okay. I go 2 rights and a left for traps.
Meaning you're gonna go down this. You're gonna go down the
Hallway
Oh.
thing?
Yes, thank you.
the
I'm
corridor?
drawing blanks a lot. One more time.
The corridor?
Yes, corridor. Thank you. I cannot think
We
tonight. Okay.
follow the instructions, 2 rights and a left, everybody.
All right, you head down the corridor. At the far end of the corridor, sure enough, it splits in 2 directions, left or right. You go down the right-hand side. Once again, you continue on this pathway. You see torches on all around you. You make another right. Go down the passageway again, and finally make a left. And you find yourself returning right back down the passageway you first initially walked down.
Okay. Is there any other writing on the wall?
Oh,
There
Dirk.
No, there isn't. Sorry.
Should fucking realize that one. I didn't need Woodward's insight for that one.
Hmm?
2 rights and then the left takes you back to where you were. Derpity derp.
Not always.
Are you asking for real life physics? Because real life physics, no, it does not work that way. If you turn right, and then you turn right, and then you turn left, you have made a right turn.
If you turn right and turn right and turn right, then you might be able to come back to where you were. If I'm thinking about that right.
Yes.
Okay.
You're fairly certain that there's some magic at work here.
I'm positive there's magic at work here. 'cause
My
I'm
mace.
pretty-
Oh wait, fuck no.
Try it
Fucking-
backwards.
Fucking Jimmy has it. Piece of fucking.
All right, we go left and left and then right.
But walk back. No. Walk backwards while you're doing it.
Oh, walk. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that then.
Nada. All of this seems to just result in you walking down the passageway you first walked down in the first place.
I'm gonna walk up to where it splits and look down the left path instead of the right path.
I'm gonna walk forward.
Walking forward results in you walking into the wall. Looking down the left path, you see an almost identical copy of the corridor you originally walked down. They all seem to just be carbon copies of each other, actually. Rough-hewn stone, torches on either side, and just at the far end, a passageway that leads left or right.
Is there
I'm
a
gonna hug
different?
my body to a wall
Mhm.
and push my body against the wall while going around.
Okay, almost as if to solve a maze, you put your hand, by the way, right or left? wall.
Left side of the wall.
Okay,
Always left side of the wall.
you hug the wall and you make 3 left turns and find yourself once again walking back down the passageway looking at your friends.
Right side.
Same thing.
On the left, the first left
indoors.
on the wall,
All magic.
is there
Mhm.
any different writing or is there nothing?
There's nothing.
I want to go to the juncture,
Okay.
and I want to turn right 2 times and then turn left.
Meaning without actually going down the corridors.
Yeah.
You turn right, turn left, and nothing happens.
Okay. And is there a pathway in front of me now?
Yeah.
I'll go down it.
You find yourself walking down a corridor that comes to a split, left and right.
I will follow him.
I'll do it again.
All right. And then walk down the corridor. Okay, I assume everyone's following him.
Yeah.
Okay, Claire's not following. You do it
I
2
said
more
yeah.
times. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You do it 2 more times and find yourself once again walking down the corridor, facing the stairs leading back up.
Interesting. What an annoying quagmire. Somebody figured this out before I started blowing shit up.
Is this another
Or-
one of your fucking riddles, Arta, or just as a stupid magic shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Riddle.
You're welcome.
You look down the corridors looking for any sort of hints, and nothing seems to be coming. All you see is the rough-hewn stone and torches on either side.
What if you go left,
Anyone
right?
specialize in
left,
arcane
right.
lore?
I
I'm
like the torches.
Sorry, Eldest, what did you say?
What if you instead of going? It was 2 rights and a left, right?
That's what it says on the wall. Yeah, 2 right.
So what if you go left first and then 2 rights?
Because we already did that.
No, haven't.
Okay, we'll do that.
You doesn't work.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
work.
what I thought. So,
I
arcane
like
lore,
the-
anyone?
I like the torches.
Because that's what Arcana is all about,
Which
right?
one?
Oh wait,
Lore.
2
There's-
light 2 torches on the one side and
2
then one
rights
on the
and a
other.
left, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, see?
Win-Win
Two.
approaches the first of the torches on the right-hand side and lights it. And instead of sparking to life in a red light, you find it sparks to life in green.
Yeah, see? Bam. Woodward solves the shit again.
Going over to the next torch on the right, you light it as well. It also sparks green. And finally, going to a torch on the left-hand side afterwards, you light it, and it too sparks to green. When
Green
those three
flag.
are, thank you, Cannon. Little slow on the delivery there, but
You kept talking, and I was
I
like,
know,
all right,
I know.
I'll wait for a grand finale.
Once those 3 torches are lit, the far end of the corridor wavers and fades away, and you find yourself, instead of facing a split, find yourself facing a single stone gate.
Let's
that
go
leads
investigate
into a
that gate,
larger
shall we?
room.
You're welcome again, everybody.
Hey, I
Good
helped
job,
you.
Win.
I'll
I'll be the positive person. Good job. Proud of you.
Through the stone gate, you smell something rancid.
Yay, the smell
Yummy.
of rotting flesh.
Is it rotted flesh again?
It's definitely rotting something.
No, this is opening it, or this is not opening the door.
It's like a stone, not gate. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like a stone portcullis.
I'll bet you it's people.
Guarantee you it's people.
Undead for the win! I get
have
ready to shoot my bow at whatever's through that door.
I,
There is something through that door.
I take out fucking the sword and prepare to fuck shit up, fam. Are we all ready for combat? Yes, yes.
Yes.
I open the door.
The sliding of stone on stone, screeching as the stone is forced apart. Looking down, you see a dark hallway that opens into a very large room. The dark hallway is sort of on the left-hand side, like if you're imagining the room, you're gonna go into the room along the left wall. So like you can see into the room all along the left wall. It clearly opens up on the right-hand side, and from your current, like from the entrance, it's 30 feet down to get into the room proper.
I will approach this gate and look into the room.
Okay. The light from your hat illuminates 30 feet, and you see that it's like the same rough-hewn stone, clearly the same part of the necropolis. You're able to make out those small signs of gouges in the stone here.
Kind of pull out one of my arrows from a quiver.
Claire, you hear a faint rattling of chains. It's very quiet and very faint, though.
From where?
Farther in the room.
Like,
I'm gonna be off comp for a minute.
Okay.
I'm
Wait, how long, Oni?
You said a minute.
I think his
Okay.
headset's
So,
spazzing out.
It's not the best time.
rattling of chains. Like, I can't tell if it's from the left of part of the room. It's just a kind of a noise.
Well, you
Back
can
up.
see. Sorry, I really should have been a lot more clear. This is completely on me. You can see the entire left side of the room. Okay.
Okay.
You're like hugging the left side of the room. You could see the wall all the way down. It's 30 feet into the room proper. After that, the hallway area is 15 feet across. You know what? I should just draw this out.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Sorry,
You don't have to draw it to size either. Just like, yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Okay, for anyone who could get on roll 20, it's like this. Mm,
We're still on the map, by the way, with the city of Night. I'm sure.
Right, good point.
No.
Thank you. There you go. It's like that, and you guys are over here.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
you can see this the whole room on the left hand side, and you can see that it clearly opens up on the right hand side, but you can't see what that is. Like you can't see what's in
Gotcha.
there from your position.
Okay.
So,
So, we
Oh,
see this kind of as we get to that corner, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
also,
So
no,
the whole
what I
rest
said
of
is
the room is
I
is
walk up,
hidden from you.
I walk up to like
Yeah.
right here at the thing and look in. But I
Are
said,
you trying to be stealthy? I'm going to assume
Yes.
you are. All right, make a stealth check.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are players on the same team. You can discuss these things.
As I see that he's going to go towards this, at least attempting to be stealthy, I'm like, excuse me, sir, but I believe this is my job.
Sorry,
oh,
boys.
wrong
Bring
thing.
this little bill for a reason. Nat 20. So
Can I still check?
that's a nat 20. So the thief could wait. Bard, do your thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna peer into the room very stealthily, like, because I'm
I kind of
hunting
want to
rabbits.
take away inspiration now, but okay, I wouldn't do that. Okay, you ever so slightly on dainty feet somehow managed to pull out a total stealth move here that even Claire's impressed by, and you creep down to the corner of the room, and you look in. And as you look down, you see the source of the rotting. In fact, nope, never mind, don't. You see the source of the rotting. Right in the center of the room is a huge pile of food, fruit and vegetables, as well as what looks like dead cows and dead porks, all sort of clumped together in this just mass. It clearly is been there for a long time, and it's decomposing and rotting, as if someone just carelessly threw it there. And you could sort of make out that it's sort of parts of it have been dragged into the far corner of the room, which is still deep in shadow, and you can't make out what's in there.
This part of the room down here, or this part down here?
No, this part of the room down here. Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like there's stuff been dragged down.
Richard
to that
wants to
corner.
eat us. But I want to make friends with it. So let's be gentle. Whatever that is that's being fed, large portions of whatever it is being fed.
Oh, looking up at the ceiling as well, does it look like there's
Oh,
been...
there you go. You look up at the ceiling,
Yeah.
and even through the faint bit of light, just props for that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that
Even
next.
with the faint bit of light from your hat, you're able to see a hanging chain swinging. And as you look up, you see a pair of large blue eyes staring back at you, as well as a white snout. A large dragon is chained and fettered, but has climbed to the top of the ceiling and is staring down at the party.
So I can see us?
Roll initiative.
Wait.
Roll initiative.
Wait, pretend you didn't see it. Pretend you didn't see it. If it thinks it's still got stuff at its advantage, it won't attack just yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just...
Roll initiative regardless, but I will allow that deception check.
You wanted to do a deception check?
What?
What?
They had a check.
Yeah.
You know how many dragons in your city?
I was expecting a bat, but yeah.
Did a dragon eat all your bats?
It'd be
Hold
pretty
on.
hard to eat all of the bats.
Hold on.
But the smaller ones, yes.
Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Roll.
This is justified now.
The turn order, please insert your turn orders when
And I will
Stand by for my perception. I'm trying to type in...
deception.
Yeah, that's...
You're trying to convince it that you.
Yeah, I know. I said stand by, so
Mhm.
I'm doing something.
Claire, could you get me a very nice initiative roll, please? you.
That is a
Yeah, I got 23.
23 for my deception check, by the
No,
way.
I would like one for me, actually.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, I can't get one for myself, so I'm not rolling one for you. Not like you were gonna ask, but
I can't
I just
see.
fucking
Oh, I need
bum.
a tracker. Hold on. Wait, no.
13 plus whatever your initiative roll is.
So 13.
Oh, you don't have any. Okay.
better than me.
Is this the Shadow Dragon from before?
Well, right now you don't see it just yet. The only one who's seen it so far is Kiro.
Shadow Dragon had purple eyes.
Okay.
But yeah, that being said, I can kind of tell you that it's definitely not a shadow dragon.
This is white
this
dragon.
is a
people.
proper white dragon.
Kill, you like point at that thing?
Wait,
please?
you said white?
I said white.
It must die!
Why must it die?
I have need of your hide!
Why are we killing a white dragon?
Oh, so true. So,
Come forth, beast! I must slay thee and make a cape.
where's
Ages and
Orsic when
ages
you
ago,
need?
they killed a young white dragon, and Thanatos made a cape out of its hide. He then gave that cape to someone who then ended up being eaten by Vecna. So he's missing this cape. I forgot about that. That's awesome.
Okay.
Inspiration! I need to get that out more often.
Or
Where's Orsic when you need him? We need to reunite the black and white
on my
club.
initiative roll and take that new inspiration. Thank you.
so you need another roll
Somebody-
d20.
Somebody roll for me again!
Okay. Slash.
Not me.
roll.
Also
10.
Arta with my modifier.
I got him.
Oh, I don't. Our things aren't in a turn order, Arta.
Yeah, I'll move them around in a second. I'm just trying to pull up the
Okay.
right.
And then I got a
stuff.
23 on that deception check, by the way.
Okay. I'm gonna have to give me 1 sec. Okay, sorry. Back.
Wait,
Let me.
Are we in its lair?
Thanatos, tell me when to stop.
Yes.
I don't. Have you guys put them in 22, 11, 4, 3, 1?
Um,
Do you guys not see the turn order?
No,
I know-
we
I know
just see
you
it for the
can't.
I
dragon.
see the turn order. I just see the dragon in the turn order. I don't
Yeah,
see
that-
all of our.
I know why. Sorry, that's my fault. I gotta drag each of you in separately. That's gross.
also with my alert, I got. Also, this is important.
Oh, you have alert. Thank you for reminding me. By the way.
Yeah, but with my alert, I got a fucking 10 for initiative.
Wow. You have my
I
luck.
fucking bombed. I got rolled a 5.
You have my luck.
I
No,
rolled
just
a
'cause we're
5.
rolling- Turn order doesn't mean it's combat.
Correct.
Yeah. All I know is
I keep planning on having you guys roll initiative before the game even starts because then we wouldn't get bowed down in what's happening right now.
This is what we call it's a white dragon. It's chaotic evil, and it's definitely gonna try and kill us.
Oh, come on!
white dragons are
I
stupid.
suck. Okay, Claire, put yours in. Kelno, what was yours?
10.
10. And Thanatos was a 13, right?
Nope, I used my old initiative and then got a 10.
Oh.
My old inspiration and got a 10.
Ah, right. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have me do it again. Okay.
All right. Okay, that being said, before we get to the initiative rolls even, what was the deception check?
23.
And no, Tierston, you have failed me for the last time.
Okay. I mean, I got above a 10, so.
It's a
you,
joke.
You quickly glance down in like an attempt for the dragon to not have to convince the dragon, but that it didn't see you. But it's a no-go. The dragon immediately lets out a horrendous shrieking sound, and you can tell that it's ready to pounce.
Okay.
Another fucking dragon.
It's on like Donkey Kong!
Only Kiro and Kelnoa are not surprised. I believe. Does anyone else have alert?
I was gonna say, since I heard the jangling and I knew something was in there, am I surprised still?
Oh no, sorry. None of you are surprised.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot.
I did ask if you were ready for combat before.
Yeah. No, that's on me. I've been dealing a lot with the RPG stack exchange, and surprise / unseen attacker / stealth have been hotly discussed excessively, and I keep forgetting where we end up with it. Yes, you're right. None of you are surprised. You're all ready for combat. Yeah, none of you are surprised. That being said, only Hero sees it.
Nothing phases me on a bad day, so let's get.
That being said, no, Kiro looks up, you hear the shrieking, you all look up and you see the dragon. So never mind. You all see the dragon. We're in normal combat. We don't need to worry about any of this stuff.
He's doing dragony things. Got it?
Yeah. Claire, you're the first one to react.
I say, not a dragon. Are we fighting this thing?
Foul beast! You are mine!
Alright, so, how big is the room?
One more time?
How big is the room?
It is 80 by 80. It's a square 80 by 80 room, as well as 80 tall. It's sort of like a giant box.
Okay.
Is it a she?
What, the dragon?
Yeah.
You don't know.
We have to check.
I'm not checking. I
Are you
touched
a
my
guy
nose.
dragon or a girl dragon?
Thanatos would ask that question.
Do you take or
I
receive?
probably am going to ask that question on my turn.
Yeah.
Anyways, the floor, does it look, from what I can see, does it look generally clean, or is it like bones?
It is super gross, very rotting. Everything everywhere.
Okay, so, but no obstacles are like that, like Difficult terrain is what I'm going for.
Oh yes, it is difficult terrain. My apologies. Yeah. It is difficult terrain.
Okay, the whole room then. Yes.
Yeah, the whole room has just stuff everywhere.
Okay.
Aren't most of us immune
And the
to that?
lighting situation is basically because of the only light from Hero would be
The
dim
only
lighting.
source of light is the light sources you brought in with you. So basically, the whole thing's dim light, I guess, would be a way to go about it. Yeah.
Basically, what I'm asking is shadow step anywhere in the room.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's on me. I forgot you had that. Yeah.
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 Okay. Well then. Let's see.
Could we talk to it?
I am going to shadow step
Sure can. On
to
your turn.
the. So I know this isn't accurate, but I'm gonna shadow step around here, wherever 60 feet is over here.
Mhm.
In that corner, kind of general direction.
Yep.
And I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
That's the same token.
Yeah, it's just a token though. Don't.
No. That's the same token from the Shrine of Mirrodin.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I just got nostalgic there for a minute.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. This is.
Back in the old days of the Caltrop crew.
Actually, no, wait. Can I take a ready action for?
Absolutely.
Okay,
What's the
so
trigger?
the trigger is when somebody's within 5 foot of the dragon. If anyone's within 5 foot, at the end of the round, I'm gonna shoot so I can get sneak attack.
Okay.
If not, then I'm gonna shoot off anyways. If that's okay. If not, then I'll just
yeah, sure.
wait for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you stand there ready to fire as soon as someone moves in close enough that you're able to take advantage of it. If no one's able to or no one does, you'll fire off before the dragon makes its attack.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Claire shadow steps over to the other side of the wall. You see her blend into the shadows and rematerialize almost on the far wall, and stands there with her bow drawn and eyes trailing the dragon at the top, which is starting to swoop down in your direction. Kiro, you're up.
Gonna look back at the party and ask, do we really want to fight this thing, or do we want to try and talk? If there is any chance.
I mean, I look at Thanatos.
All forms of victory are open. Diplomacy
That-
is one of them.
Oh, are you not doing the whole I must have the hide thing?
Character, not player.
Isn't a white dragon evil?
It
Yes.
is. It's chaotic evil. That doesn't mean we
can't
can't
be
talk.
reasoned with.
Okay. True. Very true.
Yeah. All forms of victory are open. I do not concede to remove any creature lawfully from this plane unlawfully.
Well, you can try, Kira. Go ahead.
Gonna shout into the room in Elven. Do you at least
Elven.
speak?
Doesn't speak Elven.
Doesn't speak
It's
common.
common and Draconic.
Common and Draconic. Probably not
Okay,
even
common.
common.
Do I have Draconic? Let me check. Oh, that's right. All my language got. I don't think. Wait, there they are. Oh, common. I will shout into the room in common. Beforehand. Is talking an action?
Talking is pseudo a free action.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Don't abuse it. You
Yeah.
guys can't have full conversations. Really, even so far as what you've done so far is kind of pushing it. That you looked at them, asked them a question, waited for a response. But I'll assume you just did it all very quickly.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, each turn is 6 seconds.
It was
So you
more
have
of a-
6 seconds to do something.
It was more of a. I was looking for more of a yes or no type deal.
Right.
So
I mean, easy enough to do in 6 seconds. You call back. Can we talk to it? Yes. Okay.
comprehend language. Do you at least speak?
That's what you scream at the dragon?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast comprehend language and yell, do you at least speak?
As the dragon is swooping down on you, you look up at it and scream at it. Do you at least speak? So you cast comprehend language as an action, and then you speak at the dragon, and you say, "Do you at least speak?" As the dragon is mid swoop at you, you hear it scream at you in Draconic. Does anyone speak Draconic?
That's why I cast comprehend language.
Oh, right. You hear it scream at you in Draconic that you're able to then translate, and it screams, "Pray!"
Okay.
Or prey.
White Dragon 101. They live for the hunt, and they're pretty stupid. There you go. Those are White Dragon, in a nutshell.
Kind of move right back here.
At least Arta could say. At least now Arta can't say we did a try diplomacy. Okay, time to murder it.
This is me speaking in general D&D terms.
Who's
Can you
next?
do anything with your bonus action?
Bonus action, bardic inspiration on Kalnoa.
All right. Speaking of which, Kalnoa, you are then up too. The dragon is slightly closer as it starts to close in on your entire party. Or most of your party.
Halt. Foul bullshit. I would like to. I would like.
Halt, foul bullshit.
Your laugh got me, not me saying. But I would like to cast vitriolic sphere, quickened into greater visibility.
Alrighty. What check?
There goes diplomacy.
But it's in prey. It's in mid swoop.
Yeah, but we could have it.
You want the hide, right?
Women could like necromancy shit. The stuff
Did
in
you
the middle.
what?
I was hoping you'd
Women
say
can
that.
bring things back from the dead, right? You know, the guy who doesn't believe in bringing things back from the dead.
I'm not saying bring stuff back from the dead, but maybe if you used to freshen up the stuff in the middle, maybe.
Maybe you would also
It's
like
in
to
mid
blow it up
swoop
your
towards
ass.
Kiro. I
So,
think
I'm not supposed to
the
get it off.
time for diplomacy is right. That is what you said, Mr. DM, right?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry?
It's in mid swoop towards Kiro.
It is in mid swope towards Kiro and Win-Win, Kelnoa, and Thanatos.
Is
And
it?
Thanatos
It's looking.
is that, which will be able to fly in here.
It's looking aggressive, right? Like,
It's definitely aggressive. It is
Okay.
attacking.
yeah, I'm gonna cast vitriolic sphere in such a way that I don't hit the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
So I needed to make a
Don't
dex
burn
save.
the hide. Don't burn the hide. Don't burn.
Dex save. Okay.
I'm just opening it up to
That's
more.
a 9.
That's a terrible roll.
So
Alright,
that's
time to
fail?
roll.
That's a wow.
Really
Arta.
What happens on a success?
So on a success, it would take like half damage, and the
Okay.
damage is 10d4. On a fail, it takes the 10d4 acid damage because it's a freaking acid fire. And on its next turn, it takes another 5d4.
Don't forget
Alright.
you have bardic inspiration, or would that not apply here? Wait, would that apply here?
It applies on only D20 rolls, so no.
Oh, the check roll that he did. Oh no, that's the. Never mind.
The dragon did it. If you want to give bardic inspiration to
No.
the dragon, that's fine.
No.
Are you
I
sure?
was thinking backwards.
22 points of acid damage.
How many?
22. And no more vitriolic spheres for the rest of the fight. I'm just
22
softening it
on a fail, right?
on a fail, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
Right.
actually, I will do something though. Cutting words.
you don't need to.
It already failed the check.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
was-
I didn't hear you say it failed.
Everything
No,
you
it got a
do
9
right
on the
now,
check.
you don't need to do on my turn.
I didn't hear you
it
say
got
it
a
failed.
9 on the check, so it failed the check. If it succeeds for a different reason.
Yeah.
One that cutting words would not involve.
I would like to take my. Okay, I guess I can't say I'd take my bonus action. I would like to take my free action to Tiefling hand signal to shout in Tiefling hand signal before I go invisible. I'm not trying to get rid of the hide, and then I go and then, and I'm gone.
And then you're invisible. Do you move anywhere?
I would like to go probably. How far back from me is the way we came
You guys are
to this room?
kind of right at the entrance, so you can actually move all the way back down the passageway if you want, back towards the stairs. It's about 60 feet.
How wide is this passageway?
The passageway is 15 feet wide.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe if it's small, I could just hide in there. The dragon can't fit, its body. No, that's big enough. I would like to move.
Don't swan dive into the rotten food.
I would like to move to the left. How far in this room can I go to the left?
Well, I mean, you can hug the left wall, which is the way in.
Can
I'll
you
give you a picture.
Yeah, thank you.
can
Blair.
you phase into walls?
While you're deciding where you go to, Thanatos.
Yay, me! I mount. Thank you for mounting me. I appreciate that, Arta.
Mhm.
I cast haste
On.
myself,
All right.
and I would like Nox to dash, and we are going to go. How big's the room? I'm gonna go
80 by
gain
80
the.
by 80.
Okay, I'm gonna go gain the height advantage then, on this thing. Fly up to here,
All right.
and be ready to dive on it.
Okay, you quickly mount up. As you do so, you make an arcane symbol with your hand that maybe makes you start moving in a rapid fashion, and you like start vibrating almost. Nox whips its wings out to full width, reaches down and forces itself down, and there's a huge gust of wind that almost knocks Kiro and Kelnoa over as you burst up into the height, passing the dragon in its swan dive to quickly reel around on the other side of it.
And then we're gonna dive bomb it.
You launch yourself
So
down.
we did
sword
70. 70 is my speed.
Mhm.
Come back again. We'll draw. Yeah, we'll go ahead and close the sword. Start imposing opportunity.
You move
So-
in and you start to stab the dragon. As you do so, Claire sees an opportunity.
Yay! Hey, you remembered. I'm proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
I got 23 to hit.
Okay, that's going to hit.
Okay. And then second attack. Above again, basically the same thing, but a little bit higher. So another hit.
2 hits. Yep. Claire quickly
Um,
launches 2 bows from Tulmur. Nope. Quickly launches 2 arrows from her bow that
There you
slam
go.
into the slam into the huge dragon's hide.
Did you ever update that, by the way? Or is it doing the same thing?
For now, it's doing the same thing. No siege break.
Okay. Well, that's a crappy roll. Um. $27.
27 points of damage. Okay, 2 arrows slam into the dragon, piercing its hide. It lets out a keening shriek in response. You see black ichor start to drip down the arrows. Meanwhile, Thanatos.
I draw Vajra and strike.
The wind almost howls in pain as this sword is drawn. You bring it down.
It shatters.
23 to hit.
23 is... Yep, that's a hit.
And I deal 13 damage.
Sword cleaves through the dragon. I gotta make a check. Yeah, of course. The sword cleaves through the dragon's back, and you start to see like a boiling red fluid appear where the sword cuts through the scaly hide. This fluid almost sinks into the dragon.
Wonderful.
Oh, don't mind that.
I'm going to move away now. Yeah, I'm going to back up a little bit.
As you do so, the dragon's gonna whip its tail around to make its opportunity attack on you as you go. It's actually gonna go for Nox.
Can attack Nox.
I mean, it can attack it. You could just redirect it.
I redirect it.
There we go. Okay, the attack comes at Nox. You quickly flip Nox around so that you're going to bear the brunt of it. It is a 22 to hit.
That's my AC.
Tie goes to the defender. Okay, you're able to bring yourself able to block it without any special interference, and you block the dragon's tail from stabbing through your armor.
Right, I end my turn.
Okay, how far away?
I am 5-10 feet away from him.
Okay. Still in the air?
Yep.
Okay. The dragon crashes into the stone ground, grinding bones to dust underneath its weight. As it does so, it emits another shriek, which you feel start to shake in your bones. I need every creature in the area to make a wisdom saving throw.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, unless you're immune to being frightened, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to make that check, do you?
Nor does kill or cannon according to the map.
Oh, right. Where did you want to move, Kelnoa?
It said it would be BRB really fast.
Oh, okay. He's almost certainly going to have to make that check. But I didn't know you emitted an aura that prevents it too. Pretty cool.
It's an aura of 15 feet, and it becomes 30 at level 18.
Cool.
Mulligan.
Oh boy.
Indomitable.
Roll for Nox also, by the way.
11. Okay. Fuck. Son of a bitch. I'm bad at that one. Oh, good. Nox has a modifier and I don't. Lol.
Don't mind that.
Nox is far wiser than you. Wisdom save, by the way. Wisdom.
No, I
Kill, you
misclicked.
don't need to make it.
No, I misclicked.
You're well within
misclicked.
15. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All
it's
right,
just-
Thanatos, both you and Dominus Nox are scared of the dragon. You're frightened. You're forced to run.
All right,
now, you know the drill.
Yes.
Forced to flee, and you have disadvantage on everything, as long as it's within sight, which includes the save on frightful presence.
Flee.
Yes.
Go towards it. Yeah, go towards it.
Cannon, you back? Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I'm moving 30 feet into the room.
Okay. Hugging the wall?
Yeah, hugging the wall.
This is not to scale, by the way. I mean, it actually probably is pretty close, but still.
That's
actually
what
really
it-
close. Okay, it's really close to scale, honestly.
It's
Not perfect.
reasonable, and I will take it.
Okay. So you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
The dragon sort of emitted a shriek that's sort of frightful
Like,
presence.
I'm not right. Hear me roar.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Are you immune to being frightened?
Nope.
Okay. So you gotta make that check. The dragon lands down, crashes, emits this shriek that shakes your very bones. Claire, you succeeded, right?
16.
Kiro and Win-Win both stand there, protected by the paladin's aura. The rest of you, however, feel it shaking your bones. Claire, you manage to sort of clear your head, and you see the dragon for what it is. But Thanatos and his mount both are freaked the heck out of this thing, and you can see like the fear draw on Dominus Nox's gate, kind of. Kelnoa as well.
Kelnoa has like the confusing fear. He's just stuck dumbfounded, like, well, the fuck did this thing get down?
Also freaked the heck out. Fair enough.
Where the fuck did this thing get down?
It lands down and opens its mouth towards the entrance where Win-Win and Kiro still stand and unleashes a torrent of frozen breath in your direction. Dexterity saving throws.
This is why I have shield breast, everybody. So
I
remember
thought so.
this.
Constitution saving throw. Sorry.
Even
Nice.
better, actually. Thank you.
What was
Actually,
that?
that's worse.
3, hold on. Stand by.
You have +5 to that.
5, 6,
One,
7,
one.
8.
Arta, the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of fear. It doesn't run away from it. It
23.
I thought it expended all its movement to run away. I'll check at some point.
11.
I think that's the fierce.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Okay.
the condition frightened is. I'm reading it right now from the
Yeah, yeah.
book.
Okay.
It can't move closer to the source of it.
I am
Flee.
thinking about a spell then.
Flee.
And what's the second part of it?
The second part is it has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line
Okay.
of
I wanted
sight.
to make sure it was ability checks as well. Thank you. Okay. So Win-Win, you succeed. Kiro, I believe that's a fail. Yeah, even with the +5. Yeah, Kiro, that's a fail. The freezing cold blast sort of washes over both of you. Win-Win, you manage to sort of hold yourself against it and don't take quite as much damage. But Kiro, you feel this chill to your very bones. 54 points of damage on a fail, and half that on the success.
Rip, like, a lot of my characters. Oh, that's... Arta, I'm offended.
Okay.
I'm below 100 health. This hasn't
You don't
happened.
take any unless you succeeded,
What?
right? Because if he succeeds, he'll take any or something like that, or if he fails, he only takes half.
Only on Dex.
That's Dex. This is Constitution.
Oh, gotcha.
It's great. It's not that great.
Oh, I'm dumb.
So you're saying it's not like evasion, the coolest thing ever.
Evasion is the same thing with Dex.
Mm-mm.
It does not apply to Constitution.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yep. I was thinking.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, it is. I realized I made a mistake on something, but that's okay. Yeah. The icy wind rushes over you. You take the points of damage. Win-Win, you're up.
I jump, and right below me, cast Find Greater Steed.
All right, what speed are you summoning?
A fucking Pegasus.
Holy smokes. Okay, yeah. Deep in the necropolis, an undead city, all of a sudden there is a beacon of shining purity as a Pegasus appears beneath the paladin.
Time to get fucked.
Hope you guys are aware the Pegasus is like the only thing slightly behind a unicorn. It is that cool.
It is almost legendary.
It has a higher CR than like anybody who usually rides it.
And I
I
cast
understand.
Compel
It's like-
Duel
it's
on the dragon.
Okay.
Make a charisma, right? Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Mhm.
Make a wisdom saving throw, or he is compelled to duel me for 1 minute.
All right. I just want to make sure Compel Duel isn't only on humanoids, right?
It doesn't specify it says other creatures.
Nope, so that means not just humanoids. Okay. Wisdom, you said?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Be
All right.
a 20? 20.
Fail.
Sorry. He is compelled to duel me and has disadvantage on attack rolls against any other creature that isn't me.
Okay. Gotcha.
And he
Alright.
can
You said
not
these things are
willingly move away from me more than 30 feet. Willingly.
All right. You mounted up, by the way, right?
Yeah, I said jump and cast under me on purpose.
Cool.
It would be hard not to mount.
Cool. You're on your Pegasus. And the white dragon narrows its gaze as you, and you can tell that it's now fully focused on you.
Time with your fault. Okay. I have a turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, the dragon will wheel around and will beat its wings excessively in Thanatos' direction. I need... Oh, no, sorry. Never mind. In your direction.
My direction, sweet.
I need you and Kiro to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I remember
He
Kiro.
can still attack things with dexterity saves if be a compelled duel if that's what you're concerned about.
No, I'm just providing Kiro +5.
Yeah,
No, I was talking to Arta.
14. That's
Yeah,
a 14
and
without
yeah,
that.
don't worry about it.
Did I succeed?
Yeah.
And Shield
yeah.
Master, it tells it to go die.
So you take no damage. Kiro, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone. The dragon is then going to ascend into the air above you.
He does have to make a wisdom saving check.
On what?
Because technically that's 5 feet away up from him.
No, he's still within 30 feet.
He has to be. You can't move away more than 30.
Each time it
Right.
attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away.
Right,
Oh,
he's not
gotcha,
moving more
gotcha,
than 30
gotcha. Okay, I see. My
Thank
bad.
you very much.
I thought it said every 5.
Mm-mm. All right. Claire, you're up.
No one's within 5 feet. Ah, same thing, except it's a hat.
Did the dragon get another turn since I last went?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the same thing.
All right, go for it.
Meaning,
Oh, you mean same ready action?
yes.
Okay. All right. Kiro, your turn. You're prone. You're knocked down.
I'm gonna use half my movement to get back up.
Okay.
And hold on, double checking something. A 3d8, that's not gonna be enough. 7th level. I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Just right here on top of me, so it gets both me and Win-Win without getting the dragon in it.
Okay. That can work, sure. You and Win-Win both recover hit points. How many?
I'm working on it.
All right.
I could make a hell of a symbolic gesture. I mean,
Let's-
symbol right now if I cast Holy Weapon.
Sorry, 5. 30. You can get back 30 hit points.
Oh, it's almost all the damage I lost to the dragon. -5, but details.
And then I'm also gonna Bardic Inspiration you.
Oh, what a guy.
And then that will end my turn.
Okay. You don't want to move anywhere? You still have half your movement.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna just move like right over here with the rest of my movement, just 15 feet up and then
Okay.
over. And I'll measure that out
All
for
right,
you.
you move around the wall, hugging tight to it, and trying to avoid the dragon's gaze, which seems firmly fixed on Win-Win. At the end of your turn, the dragon is going to peer around the room very carefully, not seeing Kalnella, but seeing Claire. Okay, you're up, Kalnella.
Oh, how am I up again and the dragon hasn't had another turn?
Dragon gets its turn after yours.
But
So,
since my last
This is second round.
we're at the second round, man.
He's
What?
had one turn. This is the second round. You're first before the dragon, like you were before last time. You cast invisibility and stuff like that before he went and did his breath attack.
You did Vitriol Sphere into invisibility, right?
Yeah. So
Nothing's
then
happened
on.
since then. You
Don't
haven't
mind
done
that.
anything else since then.
Yeah, but he's supposed to take because he failed. He takes another round of damage.
Right. Let's just say he didn't fail. How's that?
Oh, okay. That wasn't
No,
made clear.
it's
Fine. That's
he
fair.
takes it on his turn, right?
No. Legendary resistance.
Okay, but even beside, yeah, never mind. Just keep going.
That's what
Yes.
that's what Art is referring to. He just didn't make it clear. It's
Well, I didn't
whatever.
really need to.
He does all the background work.
You leave
Don't
that
worry
to
about
me.
Okay.
I know I've earned very little respect as a DM, but there are things that you just gotta leave in the hands of the DM.
Okay, I don't know.
You're up.
Yeah, no. Burning 2 sorcery points, quickened to use double lightning bolt.
Okay, the
'Cause-
dragon's flying above Win-Win, so you're easily able to nail it without hitting anyone else.
It's got
It's got to make dexterity, you said?
2 dex save.
All right.
DC
1,
18.
2. 1 success, 1 failure.
Eh.
First one was a failure. Second one was a success.
Wow. You will not believe my luck on that first. So full damage on the first one
Wow. How much is
is
that?
is 12.
Oh, meaning okay. I thought you rolled max. Okay.
No. Full. No, I rolled 6-1 for damage.
Oh boy. Okay.
So it's first one's 12 points of lightning damage. Half of that is 6. I don't know if that's the one that was fail or success.
The first one was a failure, so that one takes the full amount.
Oh shit!
Sorry.
Fucking good. So hold on, let me roll it. 30.
Oof. Good roll. Have.
Fucking. I rolled 6-1. I rolled 6 goddamn ones on the first one. And 3 goddamn 6s on the second one.
2
Yeah.
bolts of lightning, greater invisibility, right? So you stay invisible.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
still chilling.
2 bolts of lightning erupt from seemingly out of nowhere at the far left side of the room, piercing the dragon. He managed to roll to avoid most of one of them, but the second one catches him full in the face. At the end of it, he's slightly smoking, but looking still very, very much in fighting shape.
Okay. I'd like to move away from the dragon, as it cannot move towards it. So according to the latest picture, I would like to move, let's say, looking at the screen, 20 feet to the right, and then 10 feet south.
Can
So
only
heading
move
towards the
15.
center of the room, right?
I hate to say this, but I remember there's all hard, difficult terrain.
I got my ring of free action on still, because
That's fine.
you know, there's fucking snow outside earlier.
Mhm.
So I'm
Okay.
I'm good there.
Gotcha. Sorry.
That should be end of my
You climb quickly over the mound of rotting stuff, and you get towards the center of the room where the mound is sort of largest. As you get close to it, you kind of see that there's something within this mound that's moving.
But I know I can't make a perception check, but can I try and look harder at it?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
Oh, okay.
I'll explain later on the ruling that's going on. Just trust me here.
DM override.
No, I'm just not used to you rolling like this.
I know. I'll explain later.
Yeah. I got 16.
You peer into the depths of this thing, but in the quick period of time that you're looking, you're not able to make out what's in there. It's only a brief movement, and it's in the span of a short period of time, so you're not really able to see what's there.
All right.
Thanatos, you're up, and you're scared.
Pass it off to somebody who doesn't roll 6-1.
Can I make another wisdom save?
At the end of your turn.
Oh yeah, I got to do that.
Do spells get affected by?
Wait, you were frightened?
Yeah, but I'm
forgot
not
you
making
were
attack rolls or ability checks.
And he's moving away.
That's
But I'm moving away.
true. Yeah, all right, that's fair.
We're spellcasters. We have ways to outsmart them.
That's true.
Hey,
Well,
I
that's
Is
just-
spell casting not included in the fearing?
It's that the fearing doesn't say you can't attack your target. It says you can't
No.
move towards it.
You can't move towards it, and you have disadvantage.
On your, if you try to attack it, you have
Try to
disadvantage
attack
on it.
Yes.
But you're
Yeah,
not
but I'm-
forced to run away from it, and you could still attack it.
And I'm
So
using
have
saving
range.
throws, not attack roll. So
Right.
I'm still
Yeah.
frightened. By the way, I failed utterly
Gotcha.
again. But I'm spooked by the thing in the ice. I'm just like, huh. But
I cast Storm Sphere.
All right, centered where?
Rizrukfal! And a massive swirling vortex of storminess appears.
All right,
Heresy?
given the three-dimensional nature, you're able to place it that it hits only the dragon.
Yay! It does
Okay.
stealth.
We're going to lightning.
Concentration up to a minute. Oh no, it's a concentration spell. Fuck that. Wait, the sword is casting it, not me.
No, you're casting it via the sword.
Darn, I don't cast that then.
Okay.
That's dumb. Lightning bolt.
All right. More lightning is flowing. Dragon fail.
Rizrukfal.
this is the only way to bypass fear right now. Use saving throw.
It does 86 lightning damage. It makes a dexterity saving throw,
Mm-hmm. Which is
and
failed.
mine it failed.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, you're terrible.
He got a 1. It's all right.
Close.
A 2.
Yeah.
6,
Yeah.
8. Because I'm casting it through the sword, it gets a +3, right?
What?
No.
No.
Okay.
No. No. Sorry, buddy.
20 lightning damage.
You did more damage with your one lightning bolt than Kalno did with 2.
Yeah, because I freaking suck.
Okay,
first
you actually did one more
Well-
point of damage, Kalno. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
I rolled
The bolt
6
of lightning
ones, of course.
as- As he's dodging out of the way of Kelnoa's lightning bolts, your third lightning bolt comes out of nowhere and blasts the thing across the back. You see rivulets of lightning just sort of run down its wings. 20 points of damage.
I have a lance. Fuck this guy.
You're
attack him.
not that close to it. You flew
Oh.
up and away, so you're actually farther away than your limb.
I'm a little bit higher. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. No, I don't want to do that. Dodge. I take the dodge action.
Okay. Yeah, you took haste, so you have an extra action. Okay, yeah. You start pulling Nox into a sort of motion that would make it very difficult for you to be hit. And you're ready for any attack that comes your way.
Okay. And my turn.
Okay, make your check, take disadvantage. Which Kelnoa should have done also.
How
Why
many
he
more
said he failed
times
it.
do you need to
He did.
do the fail
but
check?
like,
or the fear check?
Goddamn.
you're scared.
Indomitable. That's all of my indomitables. Thank you.
You are very scared.
It's a waste of a
Tony.
download.
Yes.
How many more times do you need to make the fear check?
How many more times can I?
Do you
He
need
makes
to?
it until he succeeds.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
give me
keep
that-
going until
That good.
Good luck.
I would take that good.
The dragon lets out a keening shriek. You see no light emerge from its throat, so instead it's going to charge in on Win-Win on the Pegasus. It reaches in and slams into you, clawing at you and biting you.
Good luck.
Yay!
I have
2,
It
3.
gets
Oh,
blown up.
come on!
I have
Sorry.
what?
Ones for galore! Yeah, Arta!
I have
Uh,
one
wait, wait.
AC higher than Thanatos. So
Did the
20.
dragon enter range?
Of who?
Did it close on, or is it attacking
Win.
for?
Win-win. It said
The
it charged
trigger
into
was
win-win.
the trigger was someone move into range of it, not move into range of someone else.
Okay. But it is a 5 foot
That being
closer.
said,
now, yeah.
I really should have. Yeah, but you're right. Claire, fire.
No, I mean, it is 5 foot closer. So yeah, I was just wanting the map fixed.
Oh, the map's not to scale anyway.
No, but
Yeah, I'll do my best. Claire, fire.
I did. I got 2 hits because one was 18 plus 13. Whatever my initiative plus thing, basically anything above a 10 I hit.
Okay.
I'm guessing because it 23 if I roll a 10. So
Alrighty.
so $32.
Okay, 2 more arrows slam into the dragon's back along the lines that the lightning has created, causing damage to the dragon. You could start to see it's struggling to beat its wings quite as fiercely as beforehand, although it's clearly still in fighting shape, as it crashes into Win-Win, clawing at you and the Pegasus. Oh, yeah, good point. Actually, it's attacking the Pegasus.
About to combat it, I tell it
Damn
to fuck off.
Okay, oh well. Your AC is what?
1 greater than Thanatos, so 23.
23. Okay. It's I should get this right. 2. Okay. It tries to bite into you, but you bring your shield up and sort of separate its jaw, so it's not able to close properly on you. Its right claw comes around and clumsily scrapes against your plate mail, but falls short. Its other claw comes around, and you're able to maneuver your sword in to pierce its claw. Instead of it getting you, you get it. Roll damage on an attack.
Does that include my improved divine smite?
It's as if you scored an attack on it. You took the attack roll and you scored an attack on it. So,
yes.
if improved divine smite is
8
part
plus.
of your attack roll, not a bonus action.
No, it's part. It's anytime I attack, it's added.
Okay, then yeah, it's in.
And plus 6, because I never added 6 to that apparently. 8 plus 6. Someone do the math.
14.
There you go.
The dragon takes 14 points of damage as it pulls its claw back, bloodied now. And that's it for it. Okay. You're up, Win-Win.
Wow. It's right in my face now, huh?
It is. It's all over you, baby.
I cast Hunter's Mark on it, bonus action. And then I roll attack. 17. Does that hit?
It does not.
Does it 18 hit?
No. You make 2 attacks at the dragon, but you and the dragon tug so tightly together, it's hard for you to maneuver your sword around, and you're just not able to pierce its thick, scaly hide.
Okay, and my turn.
Claire, you're up again.
All right. Same thing, I guess.
Okay,
mean, but not-
fire right
but-
now then.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Mhm.
Firing right now. 13 plus 13, and 13 plus 13 again.
Yep, 2 hits.
5. That away. Well, no, not really. Never mind. That's a 7. Yes, a little better roll. Oh, much better. Wow. Oh, never mind. 36. 36 damage.
Okay, 2 more arrows join the 4 already there. The dragon lets out another shriek of pain as they pierce his side once more.
I'm also gonna shadow step closer to the middle, around here-ish, 60 feet.
Okay, you go 60 feet, sort of at a diagonal. You end up kind of on the other side of the pile. That is like a bit of cover between you and the dragon.
Yeah.
As you enter that range, you also make out, you're like doing this at the same time as Kelno almost, and you also make out this little bit of motion from inside of the pile.
Same thing or no?
Yeah.
Okay. 14 plus 13 on perception.
That's gonna be 27. Whatever's inside definitely has a white, scaly skin.
He's got
Well,
baby.
there's your answer, Oni.
Oni would not kill the children.
You can tame it, make it your own.
Woodwind will not allow this.
You have no idea that it's there.
Yeah, but you gotta get it and kill it in front of Woodwind. Okay.
I'm
Let's
kinda
trigger
move-
Woodwind, everybody.
I'm kind of move 15 feet down this wall. Then I'm kind of, because that's all my movement, and I'm gonna investigate my other party members. See how they're doing.
You want to just check them out?
Yeah.
Okay. You learn their current statuses and stuff.
Give me the inspiration. I want the inspiration. I mean,
But you don't know where I am.
So if I were to look over Thanatos, I could tell he's feared. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Counter charm on Thanatos, and then bardic inspiration on Thanatos.
Nice. Nice. That'll work. What's your instrument again?
Loot.
Care to describe at all what you do?
I'll leave it to your imagination.
Okay.
I'm too tired to imagine. I'm too tired right now to imagine.
All right. Oh, it's 2:19 already? Shoot. Okay, whatever. You pull out your lute and you begin to play a very upbeat melody, very off-kilter for a necropolis filled with a dragon. But its strange tunes seem to actually kick in pretty well, and Thanatos almost starts humming under his breath.
I feel accomplished. I end
Um,
my turn.
Counter charm is on all friendly allies within range, right?
I don't believe.
Kelnoa, you're up. When you make your check,
Oh,
you don't have
yeah.
disadvantage.
All friendly creatures within 30 feet. So if he's within
Mhm.
30 feet of me.
He is.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's not like it's gonna matter. I'm rolling my butt tonight anyway.
Well, right now it's your turn.
All right.
Dragon is locked in combat with Win-Win. Like, literally, they're clawing on each other. Or it's clawing on Win-Win, Win-Win's trying to stab it.
I'll buy no hobby.
No one tell Woodwind about the baby. You don't want Woodwind in the middle of a moral crisis right now. That's all I ask.
Hey, Win-Win, you can guess it. This thing's a mother.
I look at the and how much do I know? How much do I, as a character, know about white dragons, having encountered like a smaller, less vile one before?
You would know a significant amount. Is there something specific that you as a player know that you're wondering if you as a character would know it?
Yeah, like how smart they are. What's going on up there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's easy. You would know that they're not the cleverest of dragons.
Okay.
They're much more feral than their counterparts. That being said, they can still talk and converse and have conversations. They're just not going to get philosophical on your butt.
Then I have I have a pretty funny idea, my cough cough. Then let me
Okay.
just check one thing real quick. All right, I assume it's within 6 feet. All right, I would like to cast Mental Prison.
What does that do?
So, I create a vision area around the target. They have to make an intelligence. Yes,
Intelligence check. Okay.
intelligence saving throw.
Did he cut out for just me?
Nope, you cut out for me as well.
Me as well.
I heard intelligence saving throw, and that's it.
All right.
So, yeah, intelligence saving throw on a success. They take 5d10 psychic damage.
On a success, they take 5d10 psychic damage.
On a fail, they take 5d10 psychic damage. But then the vision holds. And if the vision holds, I would like it to make a giant ass basalt engulfing the white dragon.
Yes.
And here's the fun part about mental prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cut it out again.
For all intents and purposes, no, it's because I'm checking this.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the
Dramatic
answers yet.
pause.
So now that this has happened, they are technically restrained. And if they try to make a melee attack or a body part of theirs, touches, or if they try to like poke through or whatever, they take 10d10 psychic damage.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
All
I
right.
But
Oh,
they're
I-
restrained.
Okay, it failed, so roll your 5d10 psychic damage.
I thought this was.
This is a 6th level spell, by the way.
That's pretty sweet.
It's pretty hilarious.
You cast this spell on the dragon. The dragon is locked in combat with Winwin. However, as it sort of cranes its neck around to try and get a new angle with which to bite its prey, it notices a change in the atmosphere. Looking around, it realizes that it is now surrounded by the maw of a great red dragon, the largest that has ever existed on this plane or any. And as it stares at this, it struggles to even understand what it's seeing as it starts to writhe in agony. Facing the maw of a dragon surrounding it, it starts to believe it's being swallowed whole.
No. Great worms are that big.
Are you correcting me?
Great worms are Titan.
Are you correcting me?
No, I'm just saying great worms are
Are
Titan.
you correcting me? I don't think so. Rocks fall if that is doesn't die.
Okay. Right. Rocks fall off because
35.
the player is correcting the DM.
I think I'm starting to make a comeback, guys. 35 points of psychic damage.
Holy smokes. Okay. This mental damage seems to have severely hurt this dragon, and it sort of is whipping around, and Winwin, you can feel its grip on you slackening, not just from lack of focus, which it definitely has, but also from a physical fatigue that's starting to kick in as a result of this.
I need to specify
Mm-hmm.
the illusion. It cannot see or hear beyond the illusion.
Oh, snap.
All
Everyone
it
else
sees is
unseen
basalt.
targets then. Dang. Okay. It sees itself in the maw of a great red dragon, and it's okay. Wow. That is a potent spell. Holy smokes.
If it makes a melee attack or tries to move a body part through it, the trigger happens.
Dang.
But it is also restrained.
Okay.
It's a 6th level spell. It's like it's a hilarious. Like if it
Sweet.
fails, it just takes the 5d10 and then nothing happens.
Okay. Make your wisdom save, no disadvantage, and then Thanatos, you're up.
Oh hell yeah! Additive 20. What the fuck?
That's good.
Okay,
That's gonna be
things
enough.
are turning
You break free of the frightening presence, and you realize that the white dragon you've been messing with is just that, a white dragon.
I start laughing.
Lyceroni. I close range and strike with Vajra.
You're not free of it.
What?
Counter charm, I thought.
Counter charm gives you advantage on your checks,
Oh.
so you would no longer have disadvantage. You also have Bardic Inspiration on that check if you want it, but you make that check at the end of your
Well, I
turn.
guess we'll just hit it with more D8s or D6s. Lightning bolt.
All right. It's gonna have disadvantage on this check as now it can't see it coming.
To be fair, this is all I'm gonna do for the rest of the fight, Banjo. So you do lightning bolts, isn't that?
Another fail.
Zippity zap. 31 damage.
This spell scares
Holy
me.
smokes.
What the
Okay,
fuck
you
is
begin
it?
to
Foul.
see the tail of the dragon falls limp, and you realize that you've sort of short-circuited its system, and it starts to fall out of the air, trying to drag Winwin with it, but way too weak to do so. It's not dead, but it is severely weakened.
Hold on, I gotta look up a spell real quick.
Yep,
This spell is fucking terrifying.
Mental prison.
it really
I'm looking
is.
at it right now,
Yeah,
and
It's
like,
pretty.
I
I had an open spell that I never claimed,
Action surge.
and I was just like, "What do I pick?" And I started
Chain
looking through-
lightning.
I had to
Okay.
double check its level
dang.
point.
Dexterity check again.
Yep.
Disadvantage because it can't see it coming. That's a fail.
10 D8.
Holy smokes.
38 damage.
Okay, let's succeed on that one. Why didn't we succeed on the mental prison, you might ask? Because the DM is stupid and forgot he had legendary resistances.
Hooray!
God damn it.
Just like
To be fair, I almost rolled Chaos Wild Magic table.
Nice.
It was very close.
Now, since I action surged, I have Arcane Charge. Does Arcane Charge count as me moving towards the target?
Does it move you towards the target?
It teleports me towards the target.
Then yes.
Darn.
You can't intentionally result in yourself being closer to the target.
Okay.
How touchable does intentional have to be?
How, one more time?
How intentional does intentional have to be? If I walk backwards into a trap that flings me forward, does that count?
Do you know the trap's there?
Let's assume there's a screen trap behind me.
Anyway,
Do
is
you
it a
know the
D12
trap is?
hero?
Yes, it's a D20.
D12.
Oh, the Bardic Inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, D12.
13 plus 8.
Yep, success.
I think that's a 6. Yeah.
And for your bat,
The bat. I'm
no
pretty sure
inspiration on the bat, but counter charm still kicks in, so no disadvantage.
Plus 1.
As he rolls a fuck.
I didn't roll for the bat last round, actually.
Well, you should have.
15.
No disadvantage. Success. Both you and the bat are free from the frightening presence, as is everyone else.
Great.
The dragon lands on the ground, very confused, freaking out a little bit. It opens its maw, and you see a white light inside its throat, and it screeches out and launches a frozen breath straight into the center of the room, hitting everyone besides Winwin. Constitution saving throws for everyone besides Winwin.
This is why I saved the Bardic Inspiration.
Y'all dead as fuck.
To be fair, maybe.
Does Mike
Very
ever
tough.
help at all? No.
Not from this.
Okay. I got a 19.
That's a success. Oh boy. All right, 62 points of cold damage for anyone who failed, half that for successes.
Oh, okay. I burned every, meaning I burned Bardic Inspiration.
Mhm.
I got a 21.
Wait, what happened? I stepped away for a second.
It launched another frost breath, this time into the room, hitting everyone besides Winwin.
Because freaking out, 'cause it's
Other
about to get eaten by the sulfur.
You said dex check?
Oh, not you either. I can't hit you and
Yeah.
at the
So
same time.
just
Because
me and
I'm
Kelno.
about 15.
Actually,
I'm about
How
almost
high
30
is
feet
it?
away.
It's a straight cone?
it's a cone. Yeah, it's a Cone in
And
all
I'm
three
too
directions.
high to be close enough within 10 feet to hit it. So it can't hit Kilnoa and be flying and me be flying.
Well,
and hit
it's on.
me at
Hold
the
on.
same time.
Hold. It's on the ground.
It's on the ground. Okay.
Right.
So then I'd still be above it.
You were higher than 60 feet. If I remember correctly, you dove back down onto it. and
I
had
don't
to
need to be
reach
higher
up
than
there.
60 feet. It's a cone. It starts smaller.
Well, it can angle it. So
It
up in
can
that
angle-
direction.
But then
But
if
it
it angled
can't
it,
see
I'd
me.
be missing.
No, you wouldn't.
But
It
it
still
can't-
goes 60 feet.
But it can't see me.
What? Yeah, I know. That's fine.
So
It's
just-
launching it into the room. You're saying that I should roll for the randomness?
No, I'm just wondering.
Guys,
I just
I'm gonna
assume
have
I
to
would
use
be
some.
above.
I'm gonna have to use some DM prerogative here. Okay, I'm totally down for rules lawyering, but right now it hits the three of you.
Right, I should roll that as a Constitution, right?
Well, four of you, if we include Knox.
Yeah, Nox also takes damage. That's true.
I got a 21, by the way, Aaron.
That's a success.
Okay,
62 damage on failures. Half of that on success. Which,
31.
Uh,
Yeah.
5
It's
4 plus
like
5,
half health.
so 9. 9 is not a success.
9 is not a success. 14 is a success. Sorry, no, not 14. 19? 19 is a success.
Plus 3 for Nox. Rolling again. It's 8, so 2 failures. And how much was it?
62.
62. Nox is down.
So you start to plummet from the air.
Featherfall.
On yourself and Knox, I assume. Okay. That's gonna be fine. I mean, you're not plummeted. Well, whatever. Yeah. Then it's inside the maw of the Soth. It starts to rampage around. Oh gosh, it's not. Yep. It tries to fly outwards in the direction it senses is where Win-Win is. So it starts to fly at Win-Win, and in the process breaks the barrier of the maw it sees.
The South chomps, and it takes 10d10 seconds.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna laugh
If
if you
he's
roll
still
max
alive,
damage
I
for
would be
this.
impressed.
I'm going to laugh. He takes 100 psychic damage right now.
Max
Bruh,
damage. Max
Bruh,
damage.
it's
Max
possible.
damage.
I rolled 6 ones.
That's okay. We'll
10
roll
damage.
about average, about 50.
10 damage.
That would be
It
sad.
looked good for a brief moment because I started with it. But we got 58 points of psychic damage.
As the salt chomps down on it, the dragon enters the matrix. And as you know, when you die in the matrix, you die in real life. The dragon never makes it to Win-Win. In the process of launching itself towards Win-Win, its mind snaps. The dragon crashes to the ground, blood oozing from wounds, but dead from something far worse. Its mind is gone. Looking into its eyes, you see it still lives, but has no mental capacity left. It's dead for all intents and purposes.
Brain dead.
It's a
Holy
vegetable.
shit.
So it's pulling
That is horrifying, by the way. Like out of context, I'm just saying dying via psychic damage has got to be the worst way to go. I'm sorry, but that
Probably.
has got to be the worst way to go.
That or ass.
So Woodward investigates the pile.
Yeah, okay, he wouldn't.
Holy
Why wouldn't he? There's a body.
Hold on.
There's a pile of bodies in Muldoon. If he examined the corpse pile we found back in that
Children.
Gorok shit.
Children.
yes.
It's okay. I say, hey, guess what? There's a moving body in this pile over here. And it looks like something we might not want in the future. But it's up to you guys. As I search for other places around the room, keeping my eye on what they do.
Classic Claire. Make a perception check on the rest of the room.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the rest of you approach the pile, and sure enough, you see that there's some movement inside. And by peering closer in, you can make out through some of the holes, and with the little bit of light you get from the two light sources, you're able to see that sure enough, there's something pretty small moving in there that has shiny white scales.
Can I look at it really closely? Like, almost climbing into the pile?
All right, you really get down into it, and the smell starts to overwhelm you. I actually need you to make a Constitution check here because you're literally digging into rotting stuff.
Hold on.
So I would like to take out non-raw food, so my own food rations.
Mm-hmm.
Presented towards the
10.
white scales.
10. You start to heave. The
Yay.
contents of your stomach start to rise up, and you're not able to like dig in because it's just too
Do
overwhelming.
I at least get a good look?
Not before your stomach starts to roil.
Okay.
I got a 29.
Oh, you check the rest of the room. You find a large, solid iron chain that's linked up to the ceiling. And tracing it up, you see that there's like a whole chain network on the ceiling. That looks like parts of it have been broken off or rent apart. You're able to surmise that this dragon was probably kept up there at some point, but it broke free. Who knows when?
Oh, where's Nox? Like, where did he fall?
Oh, he's down in the middle of the room.
Kind of walk
unconscious.
over to him and regenerate.
Oh yeah, he's got to make death saving throws.
Well, does it
Yeah,
matter
I
if I'm
guess-
using
oh,
regenerate?
you're just regenerating him. Never mind,
Yeah.
he's fine. Okay, yeah. I forgot just how good of a healer you were. Yeah. Nox eyes like snap back open as you heal the internal damage the cold had done.
35 hit points back immediately, and then he'll gain 10 more or 1 hit point every minute afterwards.
Okay.
So
That's a cool spell.
So you said 35?
35 right now, and then 10 minutes will be up to 45.
Winwin, what were you doing?
So presented food by rations towards the white scales.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen. It's sort of just moving around in there. It's hard to tell what exactly it is, and it doesn't seem to respond to your fresh food.
A wave of lethargy sweeps over Thanatos.
He tries to dig in and gets sick.
No, I just haste ended.
Oh, gotcha.
I dig through the pile. I would
Constitution
mute
check.
I would mute the disease and poison. Does that help?
Yeah, take advantage.
Oh.
It's not a disease. It's just sort of a natural reaction to this gross, rotting pile. The smell is rancid. It's very hard to get close to, but you're sort of used to this kind of stuff, so you'll be able to handle it better.
Yeah. Okay. I'll wait my bardic inspiration from the beginning of this battle. Hold on. So 11 plus 2. I don't think cuts it, does it?
13. Yeah, that's fine. You dig into the pile, almost choking off as the stench wafts into your nose, and you start to taste rotting pig carcass on your tongue. But you're able to keep your stomach down, and you're able to force enough of this food out of the way. As you do so, like a huge swath of it just sort of clumps over to the side. You do notice, by the way, that there's a small bone fragment among the rotting, gross stuff. That looks familiar. And sure enough, as you push it free, you see that inside is a tiny white dragon, the smallest you've ever seen. Can't be more than a baby, and a broken egg right next to it.
I presented fresh food.
It just looks at you, whimpering.
Animal handling on a dragon? Is that a thing?
What are you trying to do?
I tried to calm it, but I don't know how you calm a baby dragon, to be honest.
I think there was a movie on that.
Calm the dragon.
I think we should focus on healing it first. It's probably in sickly condition.
Sure
Yes.
enough, as you look over the dragon, it seems malnourished.
I present food in front of it, and
Hero?
I take out
What
my
kind of food?
I have fish for when I went fishing.
Magnus Manson, maybe, where we have like stockpiles of food.
I have fish. Thank you very much. I presented fish and water from my cantina.
How old's the fish?
How old's the fish? Like a week at this point.
It nibbles a little bit at the fish, but then sort of retches.
Oh.
I go and cut a slice of dragon.
If you present this to the dragon, I will stab you.
Cannibalism is a social disorder, one that
Correct.
dragons do not suffer from. I present it to the dragon.
I am not letting you present.
Red and
flesh.
bloody.
I am not. No. There's a moral issue here that would.
I present it.
Kilnoa is laughing hysterically at this quarrel and the mental prison that just occurred.
You're lucky. I don't want to scare the dragon even more, you little shit.
You cut a slab of the fresh, the white dragon. You cut a slab of its flesh and present it to the young baby dragon. The dripping blood oozes into like a smooth puddle around the dragon, which it starts to slurp up greedily. After drinking a lot of the oozing blood, it goes over to the slab itself and starts to nibble on its side. You can see that there are small canines in the dragon's mouth, barely enough, but it's able to grab small, tiny bits of this slab of white dragon meat and chomp and swallow them whole.
Heal it.
Okay.
Lay on hands. Don't waste any more spell slots. Lay on hands. 10 points. What does it do?
You can see some slight wounds that it's probably suffered, maybe from not moving around enough or not being in a comfortable position. Start to heal over with shiny new white scales. The dragon noticeably perks up, physically speaking, and is moving around more energetically. It still is attacking the food as if it hasn't eaten in weeks, but it's significantly healthier looking.
So, I'm going to be straightforward about this. Can I keep it?
Oh, I was gonna ask.
I'm gonna go fleece my dragon.
You're gonna what? You're what?
And go deskin the dragon.
All right, it's going to take you a couple of hours.
I'll take
to do that
longer if
properly.
I have to do it
Okay.
even better. I want to like try and take
Long
it fully
rest
if I
for the
can.
win.
I want to attempt to play with the dragon. I do have a ball.
We're taking a long rest.
Hold on. Yeah.
Is party decided we're taking a long rest?
Yep.
Is everyone okay with that? Ruben? Oni?
Yeah.
As long as that doesn't mean ending the session, yes.
That's up to you guys. I
Yeah.
have some more stuff.
I've
but
got
it
more
is-
stuff I'd like to do.
It is almost 3 a.m. So your guys' call. I'm still fine.
I'd like to continue.
I bet your tail's getting pretty pruny by this point, Arta.
I'm fine.
Okay. You go over and you start to cut the skin of the dragon off to present it to a tanner or make it ready
Okay.
for. So just give me 1 second. As you do so, you notice something that you realize is very strange. It is
Okay.
a male dragon.
Oh.
That's terrifying. So can I play with it while this is happening? I do
Roll
have a
animal
ball.
handling.
I would like to do
Does
the
it
same.
help that I have a ball?
Yes, it does.
Advantage is what I'm hearing.
No.
Oh,
There's
I'll just
not
let you know
like
that-
another way into this room, is there?
Looking around the room, you sure enough notice that there seem to be some closed off entrances.
Oh, that's
Oh,
some
sorry,
shit.
Claire would have noticed them. My apologies.
Oh,
That's
God, I
on
was
me.
gonna
Sorry,
say.
that's on me. First things first, you do notice that at the roof, sure enough, at the roof there is a shaft leading in. You have a strong suspicion you know where that might lead. Also, from the other side of this room, sort of where the clump probably was piled up, maybe at one point, where most of the refuse might have gone, you see that there's a kind of a sewer gate that's been lashed closed with a lot of chains strewn around it.
Can you show me about where?
Yeah, over here. I missed someone's die roll. What did I miss?
Can I not be randomly kicked out of Roll20? What the fuck?
No,
Oh.
sorry, you have to be. That's just part
I
of
rolled
it.
a 14 for animal handling while messing with
Did
the
my
dragon
roll
with
go
Winwin.
through?
I do not see. Oh, we see a
1d20 plus 5?
Yes.
Yeah, you got an 8.
Okay, I crashed the second I rolled. I was like,
Gotcha.
what the fuck?
With good reason. Win-Win tries to play with the dragon, but it doesn't seem to respond to what you're trying to do. But Kiro comes over and is actually able to coax the dragon into some playful movements.
yay.
It seems to like Kiro a bit more than Win-Win.
I'm fucking upset about this.
How far into skinning the dragon is Thanatos at this point?
Barely begun.
Is there a spot where he has begun though?
Like part of the dragon that's been skinned?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna go over and take some more meat from that section. Try not to disturb him while he works.
Sure. You go over, you find more of the flesh of this large white dragon.
Pass Kiro the liver.
Thank him.
Nice.
Does the dragon have a liver?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, my throat's getting a little dry. I will continue to
Does it
feed
eat
and play
meat?
with the dragon.
Yes, it has to have a liver.
Or liver-like organ?
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, what did you say, Kiro?
Continue to feed and play with the dragon.
Okay. It's not so easy. It doesn't seem to respond the same way most animals would. It sometimes looks at you funnily, but overall, you're able to get it to respond the way you want it to, in terms of eating and enjoying itself. You do see wings on its back, but it has made no attempt to flap them or to fly or anything like that.
Okay.
But it's jumped around a little bit semi-playfully.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely is growing attached to you.
Yay.
While checking around, I make sure our area is safe. By the way.
How?
You said there was entrances around the thing. Yes.
Yes.
I make sure
Small
in those
sewer gates. Specifically, 4 small sewer gates, each of them 10 feet wide, but only like 4 feet tall. At that far end of this room.
How do you get the dragon in here?
at
10
the
feet wide, you said?
far.
The entrance you guys came in was 15 feet wide at the corridor section. The stairs coming in were only 5 feet wide. Nox had to crunch itself in.
Just curious how he got the dragon in here.
If it was a baby when it.
Yeah, but that would be a long time.
I mean,
Teleport?
they could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so just the 4th sewer entrances or whatever is it, all
Yeah.
on the same wall.
The 15-foot entrance that you guys came through, the hallway, and those sewers, and the all of which lead to the same sort of sewer system. Like you look in and you see that is some sort of primitive sewer system, and all 4 gates lead to the same one. It's not. I don't mean to imply there's 4 separate entrances. It's all one exit. It's just there are 4 gates. Never mind. There's also the shaft above.
Okay, and that's not very wide, right? It's just, and it's not straight. It's sidewards, if I remember right, like a
It's
slide.
not directly up. Yeah. It's overall in an upwards direction, but it's not straight up. Looking up, you wouldn't see the bottom of.
I'm saying you can't look through it to the where was the hole because you said it.
Correct.
Okay, it's like a slide or something like that,
Yes.
kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
A very, very steep slide, but yes.
And how big is it? Was the hole?
5 feet wide.
5 feet wide. Okay, so nothing surprising, majorly surprising up there. The only thing that could be surprising is from there. So I'll take up a scouting or what do you call it? Position for right up where the 4 things meet.
Gotcha. So you're gonna sit there and sort of watch the entrance, these sewer entrances.
Yep, listen, watch actively for anything out of the ordinary while they have their fun. Eat my
Okay.
popcorn, do my own things.
Okay. Thanatos takes his time skinning the dragon. Takes a couple of hours, 3 maybe. Kelnoa, anything you want to do in this time?
I would like to assist in skinning the dragon.
Okay, Thanatos, you okay with that?
Yep.
If
Alright.
it just comes down to me like being like, oh hey, help action or whatever, just I would like to
Holding
be
stuff.
of some use.
I'd like to discuss a name for the dragon with Kiro.
So you still have your Pegasus with you.
Okay, congrats.
Is this the first time you've summoned it?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a
You're aware it's a sentient creature, yes?
Yeah, and I know it's. I also know it's loyal to me by definition of the spell.
Yeah, I just wanted to check something. Um,
Well, is it going to get mad at me because I like a dragon?
Yes.
I'm just
Sorry.
expanded and cast a new one. The fuck?
It's very jealous.
Okay, it's jealous. Dispelled. Get out of my face.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure of something. My apologies. Anyway, yes. You want to go over with Hiro and discuss a name for the very, very baby dragon.
Yes.
Wormlingest of wormlings.
So, Kiro, I was thinking Axel.
What name?
Axel.
Axel. Well, do you know if this is a guy or girl dragon? Arta, would I have been able to tell while playing?
You don't actually have the same level of experience with dragons the others do. I'm gonna need you to roll a nature check
Nature?
on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I also do that?
Yeah.
Mm. 12.
That's gonna be enough. Yeah, that's not enough. No, actually that's still enough. Sorry. Both of you are able to identify that it is a female dragon.
Oh,
I don't
female.
think Axel will work for a.
I'm
female
bad
dragon.
at female names. Skylar.
Mm. Yeah, I like that.
Andrea.
Oh my god.
While you're discussing the names, I'm gonna go use the facilities. Be right back.
Stephanie.
God, y'all are terrible at this.
What? Names?
Garuga.
Why would I name a female dragon Garuga?
Allegor!
I like Allegor better.
Garuga is the name of the dragonborn, staff-wielding, Tavnerovian hero.
Yeah, isn't
And
that a
Allegor
boy?
is a dragonborn fucking merc later in life. Alternative
Are those-
history, because now it's a female.
Aren't those both males?
No, Garuga
Yeah.
was a female.
Still, I
It has
want
the
more.
boobins.
I want more effort into its name than Garuga fucking Junior.
It's
What
not
about
Garuga
Ophelia?
Jr., it's just Garuga. From what most people know, the name Garuga has passed out of living memory.
Sheila.
I'm gonna have
No,
all of the
I'm
white
not even part of the party. And no, you're
I
not
just-
naming it Dragon Sheila.
I can't even say no. All I can do is laugh. I just want to. Hey guys, what's your baby dragon's name? Skylar.
right?
I'm
Dumb.
bad at names. The fuck you want?
Basalt Mark II.
Hey Andrea, can you breathe cold on this other thing?
Hold on. Here we go. Best name ever. Ready for this?
It's probably gonna be shit. All right.
The artist formerly known as Frost Dragon. And it's just some weird ass symbol like Prince used to do. I think only 2 people are old enough to actually get that joke.
I don't think you
I
would be
get
old
that
enough to
joke.
understand.
Should totally name it Caltropia.
No.
Traps aren't gay.
What?
That's what we're naming the dragon.
Do I hear heresy? Do I
It's
hear
not-
heresy?
It's not your dragon. It's I guess Ruben's dragon.
It's nobody's
El-
dragon. It's actually probably Kiro's dragon.
Yeah, it's close. As of right now.
Babe, you need to name the dragon after me.
Kale, you better not drop out of the party, or I swear to God I'm kidnapping that fucking dragon away
What
from your
about? I know it's kind of weird, but what about Moon?
Moon's good.
No, you're
So
not
true,
naming the
Daddy.
dragon
So
Moon
true.
Moon. You're not naming the dragon Moon Moon.
The
God damn it.
worm.
You name it Smaug.
Totally name it Caltropia.
Okay, back.
Thunderdick.
Lunas.
But
You can
it's a
name it-
Lunas. I
white
like
dragon.
Lunas.
You can name it Lunas.
I like Lunas. You like Lunas? sir?
Champion of White.
White power.
Oh, no.
White power! I
Yeah.
second the motion for white power to be the dragon's name.
Oh no. I
No.
don't.
Oh
No,
my.
that's the dragon's special attack. All right. Insert name here. Use white power. White privilege. Use white privilege.
Advantage on any
Oh
attack.
my.
I would like to state, I still prefer the Champion of White.
It will go great
Yeah,
because
but
my
that's
character
how-
wears
but that's
white
how
robes.
White powers, but
I think the best name I've heard is Lunas, honestly.
Yeah, I like Lunas.
yeah.
Hey, don't fucking
Come.
champion of Disguise.
Okay, that's not a
No, that's a
name, that's
title.
like a title.
That's the
Exactly.
title.
We'll have
How
to
about Fabris? That sounds cool.
But
Can we
there's
go like super black and name it Chandelier?
Wow.
And then when you're flying on it, you can sing. You're hanging from the chandeliers.
Exactly.
That'd be funny because I'm a bard as well.
I got a clap. I got a clap.
I think it's Lunas is
Yeah.
probably the most reasonable name.
Yeah.
And before Arta kills off this dragon.
Yeah, now that we've named
What the
it,
heck?
as soon as we got a name for it, like a rock's gonna fall on it or something.
I will
Rocks
protect-
fall, Lunastick.
No, I will protect it with my life.
Rocks fall.
Why you can't mount? it?
Win-Win
You can't
dies,
mount it
and
too
then
fast.
because Win-Win's heavy, Lunas dies.
Fuck.
Right. Well, let me know when I finish fleecing this dragon's uncle.
Let me know when I
don't
finish
know.
helping.
Allegoria. It's like allegorically female sounding.
Oh.
All right. So after a while, you guys discuss the dragon's name, and you come up with,
Lunas,
I
right?
assume,
I'm
White.
surprised Claire hasn't looked for a horde yet. Claire, did you look for a horde?
she did.
Yep,
Is
I
there
did.
no horde?
No horde.
So
That's
white
disappointing.
power, right?
White power. I'm still on the boat for that one.
No.
2 yays, 1 day. So far, yays.
Controller
all
of the whites. A controller of the light.
My
Claire's not
vote's
there,
for
so-
Lunas.
How about you guys meet it in the middle grounds and instead of white power, do white privilege?
No,
That is
that's
middle ground, that's true.
that's
Basic.
too. That's too on the nose.
That's not much of a compromise.
I got kicked from the
Wait,
chat. Who kicked me from
Oni.
the chat?
Oni,
Who did it?
What name did you pick again?
I'm on boat for both Lunas and white power.
Lunas, gifted of the white.
Like
Lunas.
WIGHT? Like white?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that one. Yeah, that Lunas gifted of the white.
I
So
accept
mo-
this.
so so mode it be.
All right, Lunas. I just wanted to write it in my notes. That's fine.
Gifted of the white.
Lunas, Luins.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Luna.
Lunas,
Las Lunas.
gifted of the white.
Gifted by the whites, you know what I
Yep.
mean?
Gifted of the whites.
Gifted by or of?
Of.
I mean, it's
Humans are raising it. It's of the people.
okay.
For the
We all-
people's proletariat.
Are we also all white by convenience?
I mean, I'm a white high elf wearing white robes.
Oh wait, we have fucking tieflings. Never mind.
Tiefling's pale.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
I'm tanned.
You find this baby
it's like
dragon.
Wood elf.
Sorry. Yes. And after spending some more time with the baby dragon and Oni butchering the adult one, you're finally done with the skinning of the white male dragon. In the process of skinning it, you noticed, besides the fact that it was a male dragon, which surprised you, you noticed a couple of other things. It seemed to be not in the best of health.
One would figure.
Right. No, sorry. Okay. You notice it seemed to not be in the best of health. Its hide, while being somewhat scarred, from the fight and from possibly the rest of its life, it's still in shape that you'll be able to have it crafted into upwards of 10, maybe even like 10, 12 cloaks.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of material here. It's going to be
So-
very, very heavy, but you guys could carry it.
So SOB, how long until the Elven uprising from the city happens?
Why am I being brought in on this?
Well, they know you had something to do with some villains, so they assume that it's the the undead elves from the Elven necropolis.
I never wondered that had anything to do with a villain. I just said I designed a section of the world.
I'm gonna
That
chop its head off carefully to preserve its horns and whatever.
Okay. Using a sword, you're able to, with some hacking and slashing, you're able to get the head severed from the spine.
And I'm going to render it bone, either by flame or by acid or whatever means necessary.
Did someone say flame? Alchemist fire?
You're not cauterizing the wound.
Okay. It's not the cleanest or most clean of processes, but with using the alchemist fire provided to you by Winwin, you're able to cleanse the skull of any flesh, leaving it clean.
And I
Solid
mount
bone
it to
skull.
the shield of
Of course
Rorford
you fucking do.
Protector.
Of course you fucking do.
I just gotta check sizes here. I think that's fine.
Talk about fucking trophy hunting. to
What
a
size
T.
would this baby dragon be right now? Oh, how big?
Small.
Small?
It's
So
not
tiny?
tiny. It's not tiny. No, it's not tiny. It's small.
Are we talking like the size of a dog?
No. Like the small size of a puppy.
Oh. I would have thought that'd be tiny.
It's doable and deadly.
Well, it's really not deadly right now. I mean, one of the things that you're able to figure out pretty quickly is it clearly is not capable of fending for itself.
Sweet.
At this point, I'm not even sure it should have hatched.
Yeah.
Like, it's so small that if Kelnoa were to beat it, it would be a war crime, and it wouldn't actually be an achievement of any kind. And that's Kelnoa beating it with his fists. Like, that's how tiny this thing is.
Yeah, basically.
I want to know how Arta's gonna handle this.
Alright. I'm done fleecing the dragon. I have its skull.
And yeah, mounted.
Do we
Um,
need to go down somewhere? Can I go back up to my people and be what?
Wouldn't you be over encumbered with scales at this point? That's a lot of scale.
Well,
we
he's not
have
taking
we have
the
a
rest
bag
of
of
the dragon.
holding.
Yep.
We also have 20 straight woodwood. I can
Thanatos
literally,
isn't a pushover either.
I've also got a scale between my teeth.
I could almost carry a full-on 18-wheeler truck. Get out my fucking level.
I don't know about that.
20 strength is pretty high, but regardless, you can your choice on what you want to do here. You could either go back up. You can try and investigate the rest of the necropolis. It's definitely possible that the rest of the necropolis is not accessible right now. You'll have to download DLC for that.
Okay.
But
Okay, EA, relax.
Every time we try and open up the door, it just closes again, and there's a DLC message.
An EA message coming up requesting to be paid.
You haven't paid this amount of currency for this area of the zone. Please insert payment now.
Please buy EA special credit card reader chipped keyboard in order to continue.
This is a premium zone. Please pay 1,485.
No,
guys, I'll have a Reddit AMA on this. Don't worry.
you guys, you do realize if you paid Arta to DM for you, he wouldn't have to have a job. And if you paid him enough, he could D&D for you whenever you wanted.
Okay, thank you, Sob.
Whatever living hell that sounds like for Arta, I'd rather not subject him to that.
Moving right
He
along.
teaches
away from the
elementary.
awkward discussions about payment. Thank you.
Hey,
Sob.
maybe he enjoys teaching elementary school.
It's been about 5 hours since you first woke. So when you get back to the surface, it's kind of noonish now.
We brought the dragon with us.
So it was.
By the way.
Yeah. Was I able to either pick up? I able to pick up the dragon?
The baby dragon?
Yes.
Or get it to follow us.
Yeah, or get it to follow us.
You're able to pick it up and carry it with you. It's not in great shape to be able to follow you on its own. You're
Okay.
kind of going to have to carry it.
I am okay with this. I am 100% okay with this.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're the one carrying it, by the way.
Yes.
So there's nobody in the
Okay.
palace, yeah?
Yeah, it's still completely abandoned, completely quiet.
And there's nobody in the cathedral.
You check the cathedral, you check the palace. Nowhere is there a living.
All right. I guess we'll check on that building down in the. I'm going to check on the building down in the district below. I'm going to leave the rest of the crew here and fly, unless I guess women can follow me.
Pegasus, 90 flying speed. Where you at?
Yeah, I guess Winman can follow me.
All right, so the two of you are heading down to that building Claire spied earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone else is okay with this?
Sure.
Sure.
I don't mean to force these decisions upon you. I just want to be careful.
Can I possibly have a conversation with Halphus?
Oh. Huh. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
When we do something on this.
Hey,
Started
while you guys
before,
do that,
again.
just pretend that I'm eating popcorn because I'm going
Or
to
just
go and eat. So I'll be right back.
yeah, or just like, let me page Halphus, see what he's up to right now.
No, this is similar to the thing with the Outriders ages ago that I have to check a timeline on something. Give me a second here.
Currently at war with
So,
the gods, so
Arta.
he's kind of busy.
Yeah.
While you're
I
doing
was
that,
having to buff up the beepers.
Well,
Sorry,
you
say again,
you
Elvis?
can't even assume that, Ruben.
I'm gonna pop Magnificent Mansion, okay, and
Okay.
go back to a room like kind of private. I'll leave it open for anyone to join in. I'll leave the door open so they can see where it is. Make it obvious.
Okay. Where are you making the portal into the mansion?
In the courtyard outside the area we were.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You go out onto the courtyard. You find that some of the snow seems to have melted. The courtyard's shiny black marble underneath is starting to show through in grandeur, and you guys realize it's kind of beautiful and stark at the same time. And you summon Most Magnificent Mansion with all of the sexy mermaid stuff.
Oh god, I
yeah,
forgot about
oh,
that.
Yeah.
Can I go into one of the rooms, close and lock the door, put the dragon on the bed, and start reading that book?
Oh yeah, sure, that's fine. Yeah, you start going through that book, reading the blasphemous words about blasphemy that Winwin doesn't know about. Yeah. Let's do that. Why not? Screw everything over. Okay. For anyone who doesn't know and cares to understand, Kelnoa's character has a connection to another entity that he's able to contact. More details than that is up to him to reveal. Yeah, what would you like to do specifically?
I would like to enter the palace
Okay.
and just kind of walk away from everybody. Specifically, I'm going to the throne room.
The proper throne room, right?
The
Not
proper,
stone
the
one.
proper throne.
Okay. That's the one. There's still the corpses and all the signs of a
Yeah.
giant, both sense of the word.
That hammer
Mhm.
sitting in the center of
Mhm.
Mr. or King Malkarian's throne.
Gabriel.
Gabriel. I don't know these.
That's okay.
I would like to sit on top of the hammer. The hammerhead. It's just
Okay.
sitting. I'm just
It's
like
not
to
a
sit there.
super comfortable position, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit on top of the hammer because I assume it's like it's big enough to sit on, right?
Oh yeah.
Like a stool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd just like to sit on that.
Yeah, it's not so comfortable, but sure, yeah.
I
You climb
pull.
onto it.
Yeah, I pull out Doug's horn, and I say, you there?"
There's a brief moment where you sort of have to summon the magical energies in the in the horn, and you start to like tap into it, and you feel your mind like sort of take a step back, and there's a rushing feeling, a thrill fills your blood. And your mind's eye sort of opens to another world. You don't see anything in the technical terms, but you almost sense a new presence, and you hear echoing in your mind as if from far away with an echo afterwards. Hello, are you there?
Alphys?
Where the beep 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 have you beep 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 been?
Expletive, expletive, expletive.
Yeah,
Man,
thank you. Sorry, I'm not the best person for this role. Sorry.
Would you like
where's
me to
Pedro
voice
when I
him
need
too?
him? Or Sob? Damn it! I should have done this.
where in the 9 hills of the
Well,
night?
where's Sob? It's not like he's actually listening to this conversation. Where is he?
Hold on, guys. Give me a second.
Stand by.
Oh god. This
Oh
is
god.
happening.
He's gonna put somebody up to hell. Right here, right there. Yeah, that can't be.
I need to take a piss, but I want to hear this.
Scylla is one thing. Halphys is another thing.
Do you have to fight another god?
We might.
I don't know what Halphys is. It's been for my entire existence. I don't know what Halphys is, except he has some kind of demonic, devilish ties.
So he's like part of the million different hells.
He could be. He could be. What's his name? The devil who became a demon who wasn't actually a demon, and the Iron Tower, and
You somehow sound confused. While
Gary
saying that.
Gygax, and I watched a video on it, but I don't know if he'd make anything. Making stuff is weird, especially for demons or devils. Anything like they're not great constructors of living things. Usually undead thing, yeah, non-living.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Nah.
Order for DM 2020. Dude, it's been like 100 different fucking sessions.
This is true, but like an actual time.
What happened? Who's he with?
Cannon's question in D&D chat. How long has it been since I last talked with Alphys?
Oh, you last talked with Helphus before we went into the ziggurat. When I
Oh.
prayed to Grazd.
And
I am jealous of your memory.
Stop checking
Uh,
out.
Okay, sorry about that.
It's been like a month.
It's been probably a month and a half, maybe 2 months.
He last talked to Helphus when I prayed to Grazd before the ziggurat.
Yeah, so it's been actually that's probably closer to 2 to 3 months, honestly. Gotcha. Okay, you're typing. Saab, you can see the D&D chat.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I need you to voice Halphus, even
Alright.
inside of that Kelno won't be talking to you properly, but
Yeah, it's fine. All right, can I start the conversation again?
yep. Go for it. Type if you can finish what you're currently typing, but finish what you're currently typing first. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's as if he's
You been following my orders? Okay, that's good. Ow, fuck. Hold on, one second. No, stop. I want that. Fuck. Yeah. How you been? Long time no talk. Shit. I think it found me. Hold on, kind of hiding under a rock real quick. That's a Baylord. We're gonna fucking run now. Oh fuck! It saw me. No, I'm good. I'm in hell. It's warm down here. Did I lose it? How have you been? What brings you to me today? Or yeah, conversation. I mean, that's inconvenient. But did he bring a friend? Oh shit, that's another Baylord. How many fucking Baylords are here?
With one last scream, Halphus's voice is cut off, and you feel your connection diminish.
Hi,
hell?
Helphus.
How was tied to a fucking Baylord? What a bitch.
We haven't fought a Baylor yet.
The connection was cut off. So, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. You finish your seance like experience. Yeah, definitely. You try to redo what you just did, tap back into the magic of the horn, and you don't get a connection. It just doesn't happen again. You can tell you're doing everything right. The power's infused and all that stuff, but you're not getting there.
Do you have the scrying spell?
I'm just going to assume Nox is back at full health.
I mean, he was regenerating, so a couple hours is going to be at least 180 minutes. So that's 180 hit points.
That's more than me.
I mean, I don't think he has that many.
He wasn't in the fucking bitch.
Okay. Right. Right. Okay. So let's get. Okay. While that's all happening, Thanatos and Winwin go down to that building in the Nobles' Court that go down to the. Sorry, I got to focus up. Sorry. Okay. They fly down to that building in the Nobles' Quarter that Claire had noticed there's been movement. When you get closer, you can see definite signs of foot traffic in and out of this building. Recent foot traffic, clear in the snow, footsteps in and out, and like a pretty, a large amount of it. Not just one or two people, probably like 10 or 20.
Shall we investigate that first? Do you want to go first? Oh, great new leader of the city.
Yeah, sure.
Try not to be a tyrant on your first day, okay?
I am a tyrant.
Right, this leader was fucked.
No. A benevolent tyrant is much better than a. Yeah. Anyway.
A beloved dictator is just a. Never mind.
You can be a dictator without being a tyrant.
Don't lie.
Oni, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
But,
What you want to do?
Gonna go in.
Oh, you go into the building. Okay. All right. You pull open the door and you enter a noble house. By the looks of it, it's been abandoned for a while until you notice the tracks of wet footsteps in and out. These tracks lead straight on down the stairs to where the basement of this house would be.
In the basement we go.
Okay. As you step on the first step, there's a loud cracking sound, and you feel a slate of stone crush your toes. Make a dexterity saving throw.
+5.
Plus Shield Master.
Plus, this is you better succeed.
Can I like take a 10 on this? This is kind of annoying.
Sure.
10 +5.
Oh wait, no, you can't take a 10 on this. 10s
No?
are only on averages when you can't take a 10 on this. Sorry.
No? Okay. Let's see here. I have AC +4, +5. No bonus to Dex. That's +8, and I take half damage, so 21.
Yeah, you're able to pull your toes out of the way of this slab before they crush it. That being said, the slab falls forward and then like sort of chink, clicks into place, blocking your way downstairs. As that happens, you hear some muffled movement from below the step, from now behind the slab.
Knock knock, it's your dictator. I mean, knock knock, it's your king. It is the Emperor of the Malkarian. Are you alive below? Have you need of assistance?
You're not sure if your voice carried through the stone. The muffled movement continues, but you're sort of hearing it through the floorboards.
We slowly draw Vajra and start counting to 10.
I quickly break down the wall.
Strength check.
Oh, God damn. +5, don't feel me now. 20.
9.
One of their fists crushes through the slate. It falls apart. You hear a like shocked sound from below
8.
as the slab like falls downwards.
7.
It's open.
Thank you. I walk in.
You stride down into the basement. As you do so, you kind of notice that this formerly nobleman's house that had finery everywhere, all of that has been stripped away, leaving only the barest bones of stuff. Fine stone masonry and wooden floors. Bare. You go down and you see lights everywhere. Tons of lanterns have been lit, illuminating a whole row of weapons and stuff. And you see that there are like people cowering and hidden in the niches who are like sort of peeking out. Some of them appear to be just children. One man, of course, or elf, stands at the very center of the room, and he looks up with a wide grin on his face and a metal hand on his right hand, and he says, "Someone breaking through the door could only have been you." And of course, you see Xanros Axaril Khalil, your contact on the inside.
Breaking through the wall. Hold on. I punched it. Thank you very much.
The man you appointed as weapon master of the Malkarian soldiers,
No,
and who was
actually, he
allegedly
was
working on the
just
inside, is alive and well.
studying under. But yeah, okay. Hi, Xanros. Good to see you, my friend. I have
Reaches out
something
with
of
his
yours.
non-metal hand to grasp yours.
His hand never healed.
Instead of replacing it with a sword, I hand it with. Instead of shaking his hand, I give him a sword.
Which sword?
The sword that I bought in Cimmeral and the sheath with the daggers in it.
Got it. He looks inquisitively at the sword and then just sort of smiles quietly to himself.
It's been silvered and it does more poison damage.
He like pulls it out and takes a look, and he like his eyes like shoot up a little bit. He's like, "This is good quality stuff. How much?
Huh?
How much did you pay for this? I'll pay you back, obviously.
I don't.
I owe you enough favors as it is."
I'd rather you stay indebted, honestly. However cruel that may seem. Yes, I have to go kill your sister anyways.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Right.
Wow.
How are my
thank you.
citizenry?
He straps it onto his belt, tests the feel, finds the daggers, and starts playing with them. And he's like, he's very pleased with the gift. You can tell, like a keen grin over his face.
Where is Neodrag?
Ah.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Dead?
Oh, not exactly.
Told you.
Turned?
Told you fucking so.
No. Just listen for a second. Shoot, who was on? Kenneth, come here. One of the little boys, who was hiding in like a cupboard, he comes out, and this like you can see it's a young tiefling, no older than like 13, probably somewhere between 10 and 13. Young child, comes out, and he's like, "Tell Thanatos what you saw." And the kid says, "Well, I was trying to sound tough. Well, I was in the courtyard with my parents when your sister took over. Your uncle was there, and I don't know what she did, but he fell down, and she gave him to a giant. Sir, your uncle's the greatest hero. What could happen to him to make him fall down?" Xanros like puts a hand on the kid's shoulder and says, "All right, thanks, Kenneth.
You better say so.
Lads,
As far as I can tell,
Neodrag's my second uncle. And only because he's... Anyway.
As near as we can tell, Scylla somehow had advanced warning that Neodrag would be here and prepared some way for his arrival. She didn't kill him, but, well, he's over here." And he pulls out the map and points at the Vault of Rust. "I had some men track the frost giants who took his body. They had him in some sort of wooden coffin. I don't understand it. There was sounds from inside, but he never emerged. And they took his body to the vault. It was at that point my men stopped being able to track the frost giants. It's just too dangerous. They've built this encampment around the vault. There must be something inside that they're keeping."
The armies?
What did you say?
The armies. How are they? How fares our might?
Our owns are all but wiped out. Scylla's not as clever as she seemed. Her plot to take over did not go off without a hitch, and most of the armies fought against her. unfortunately, we've never faced frost giants, and we certainly never faced them in their own terrain. It was a massacre. We were slaughtered. He looks troubled over this. He says, I stayed behind because I thought my presence on the inside would be of more use to you than being out there with the rest of the men. But they assembled at Alchemy. Have you been there?
I've seen it from a distance.
It's a dead town.
Very well.
Our soldiers still lay out there. I haven't been able to bury them. I couldn't leave.
No
He
survivors.
seems really distraught over this. There were some. They made it to the fort, but you don't understand. Thousands of soldiers died on a battlefield trying to protect this town. And they not only failed and died, but they failed, and the people of the town. I was there with the cleanup crew. It's bad. Look, you're the rightful heir. No one's going to question that now, especially with that on your waist. But after the way these people have been treated, after the way this land has been dealt, I don't know if they can accept you.
I'm not at pause to judge that at the moment.
I will cough loudly.
This is what
he focuses on you as if seeing you for the first time,
it's been some time.
and he says,
I'm
Whoa.
not done.
"You've bulked up."
Yeah. I look out to the room of all the people.
You appraise the room, and it doesn't look great. There's a couple of other operatives who seem to be on Xanros's level or near his physical capability and maturity, but at least half the room is children.
People of the kingdom of Valkyrian. The frost giants have come. The kingdom has all but fallen. Times are hard. But today we have a new hope. A once exiled son, now back to reclaim his kingdom and rebuild anew. I will not lie that times are hard, and it may only get harder from here on in. But have hope and stand behind your new leader. I have fought with him since a great time. Trust in him one last time. I swear upon me and my oath as a paladin that he will not fail you. We, the Caltrap crew, will not fail you. We will be here and die trying to bring peace and prosperity back to the kingdom of Valkyrian. Rightfully so.
As you finish your speech, one man from off to the side breaks down sobbing and throws a knife down to the ground. The knife oozes a green liquid, sizzles and hisses. He breaks down sobbing.
I approach him, kneel before him, and ask for talk.
I've given up hope.
There's no reason to
The
give up.
only way.
Yes, speak.
I'd forgotten what it means to have a king. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Times are hard. But your king is here now, and not one that will break down your kingdom for those selfish desires, but one who will see your kingdom prosper once again. He comes back a new man, greater than any before him. Trust in him. I give you my word.
Your words of kindness only seem to make the man sob harder. You kind of realize he's sobbing out of guilt. In case it wasn't obvious, he was kind of going to assassinate Thanatos.
No, I realize this. I'm guilt tripping the fuck out of him. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
I take the blade and say, "You seem to have lost hope. Were you willing to fight one last battle? If so, then I ask you to fight by the side of your new king."
He, still sobbing, just like nods his head.
I hand
Right.
him his.
At his king's command, he stands up, starts to wipe the tears from his eyes, although he can't really quite stop crying. Quite emotional for him. But he tries to straighten his back, and so you're looking at his face full on.
Present your hands.
He does so.
I slash my gauntleted hand,
Ow.
and I drag it along his hands
Ow, how hard?
till they're covered in blood.
Okay. All right.
This is your punishment. You will absolve yourself. You will protect these people. You will be a man worth living.
He just silently, not quite whimpering, but making some sound from his mouth.
I reach for the dagger Winwin had.
The assassin's dagger?
Yes.
Mhm.
I pass it back to the man.
He looks aghast at it.
Bear this
He
as
takes
a
it.
reminder with your red hands. Your life belongs to me.
He takes it, blood dripping from his hands, covering the blade, mixing with the green. Sort of sizzles as it does so, and his face like firms up. Yes, thank you, eldest. Hyperventilating. I can't remember the word.
Right. Sanros, form up your men. Go to the palace, secure the grounds, start working your way, securing the city of the night down to the lowest level. For now, hold the palace. That is all.
He salutes. He like calls the rest of the people around. The man you just marked. He looks at you before following Xanros.
Yes.
Gives you,
Speak.
like, No, not like to ask you anything. He just gives you like this look, like somewhat appraisal and somewhat like awe. There's a different word that I'm looking for, but you can tell in his eyes he's looking at someone he views as very far above him.
Wonder?
Yeah, I guess wonder or just worship, I guess, and follows Xanros, blood still dripping from his palms.
And from mine.
Well, from your gauntlet, yeah.
Right. I replace my dagger and clench my fist and wrap it in silk and gesture after Winwin to head out. We have more work to do.
I follow suit.
All right. You take one last look around this basement that had become an impromptu headquarters of Xanros, and you return to the party.
I'm going to. Do I still have banners? Or am I out?
Are you meaning? Do you have extra banners?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the
I have
storeroom, there were plenty of banners.
I affix one to my lance, and I ask Xanros if we have another lance.
He says he nods his assent, and he asks if he should fetch one or send someone to fetch one.
Quick as you can.
Nods his head. Nods. Sort of signals one of the children to go get a lance. That two or three of them run off. After 10 minutes, they come back with one of the lances.
I deposit a majority of my rations with the party if they need them. I ask, have you needed food?
Xanros says, well, we still have more than enough to eat for a while, but crops have all died, and we don't know when we're going to get new ones.
We should be able to subside, at least a minimum, until we can receive aid.
He sort of shakes his head, says, aid is going to be needed. The storerooms are pretty low, and I don't know how many people did survive this catastrophe, but I don't know if we're going to have enough food for the mouths.
We'll run caravans through the plains if we must.
He sort of shrugs and says, I'm going to leave that to your department.
I whisper to Thanatos. Would it not be wise to have some of your men search for remaining survivors, preferably soldiers?
That's what I said, wasn't it?
Did you? I thought you said for them to hold the palace.
From the palace, search down.
Oh.
Then
Oh, yeah.
hold the palace.
Oh, yeah,
Claire,
I'm stupid.
I believe Claire has an idea for food.
I'm sure Claire does. Probably dragon.
No,
No?
that wasn't it at all.
We should cook the dragon, though.
I mean, yeah, that's also an excellent idea for food, but like we have an easier way of getting food here as well.
Yes, I understand. Off to Malkarian's fist. Once the lance gets here.
Yeah, the lance comes in like 15 minutes.
I attach the banners to the heads of the lance, and I gave one to Winwin, and we take off.
Before you leave, Xanros comes over to you and he says, "Listen, the decisions from here on out are your decision, are yours, of course. If I might make one recommendation, though, whatever condition your uncle is in, the people still view him as a hero. He's inbred in their consciousness. Freeing him would probably be the greatest act you can do towards
Second,
winning their loyalty.
second uncle.
Second uncle.
Technically, we're not blood. Anyway, that's besides the point. We'll go over genealogy later. It'll be in your lessons, Xanros. But
He rolls his eyes.
for now, I have the situation well in hand. Thank you, Xanros. You have saved my kingdom as much as I have saved you and it.
He gives you a sly smile and he says, "Well, what are subjects for?"
You are not my subject. You are my companion.
He smiles.
Be gone. Off with you.
Got it.
We take off
Okay.
and head for the fist.
All right. In that case, we're going to end it here for tonight.
Ah!
Bah humbug.
How about the
Sorry.
other one? Can we go to the other one?
It's
Silence
almost
is
4
edge.
a.m. I know.
Okay.
I know. At least one of us is going to be
Passing
falling
out.
asleep pretty soon. Yeah.
I gave a fucking speech on it. Come on.
I still had to deliver mine.
Did,
I hadn't had a chance yet.
I know.
did I learn anything
I'm
from the
sorry.
book yet?
Oh,
Heresy. You're like
This whole time, Eldis is cradling a baby dragon, reading it Dr. Seuss books.
not quite Dr. Seuss, but yes.
Elders. Paul and Thanatos have never told me about the book. Like Thanatos never tells me about Vlad being a vampire.
I've never
FYI.
intentionally withheld the information from
But
you. I just
I've
haven't
been-
told you.
I've been ready to you to slip so hard.
Huh. Make an intelligence check for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
straight intelligence.
Great. Wrong button.
Are you still wanting to do that one thing, Arta, before
Yep.
you
Yep.
go to bed? Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to send Winwin away. Fuck.
He just saved your goddamn life. Sorry, not my place.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to send him away. He can't
on.
figure out that Meodrag is a vampire.
You just can't tell me he is.
Yo.
I met Vlad face to face and didn't know.
No, you haven't met Vlad.
Yeah.
You've sort of gone over most of the book, and it's not making a ton of sense to you so far. It's very academic.
When did you
you're-
meet Vlad?
When he came to Simwell with his
He never came
resume.
to Simrel. He sent the Grey Knight.
Was it not part of? Was it not with the Midlands?
Oh,
Was that his second in command then? We met somebody fucking important.
sorry,
Anyway.
what were you saying, Arta?
oh yeah. We met
Andrew Keys.
Cully.
Cully, yes, Cully.
Cully's rather amicable.
I can't type that. I really gotta get my new keyboard. It's very academic, so it's really it's not so easy to like understand. The one thing you're getting a definite sense of though is there's some suggested course of action that the book is trying to get you to do. You just don't get what it is yet. I don't mean like that in a sinister way. I mean like it's suggesting it's like it's sort of like an essay that says here's the problem, here's the solution.
Yeah, read the books for heresy and kill whoever reads it.
Right, so it doesn't say to do that. There might be other books or paladins that say to do that. That's not what the book's trying to say. It's just hard to get what the book's getting at.
Okay, so just more reading and learning on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's going to take more time, basically.
Okay.
Did you want that idea for food?
Me or the king?
Party.
Emperor.
Whatever.
Oh,
I don't think me and the Emperor went back to the party yet. Have we?
I
No,
thought
we haven't.
No, we
when
haven't.
you met
okay.
up with Xanaros the second time around, you were back up by the palace.
Did we?
Yeah, because you
Oh.
sent him away and then you caught up with him.
how are you guys? I'd
Yeah,
come in.
I suppose. Yeah,
rest
we might have
before you
passed
go.
by it.
Sorry, what did you say, Aldous?
I said they should probably rest before they go.
Probably.
You can patch up my hand.
Good.
It'll heal naturally. What is that, like 2 HP gone? Ooh.
I'm really not that concerned.
Okay.
All
so
I did
we'll call it
was
here for tonight. I hope this was an enjoyable experience.
It was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thanks.
So, Oni, you cut your hand open. Did you grab the spear with the hands you cut open?
Did I grab the spear? What spear?
A
I thought you were grabbing spears.
It was a lance.
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 Lance is
Did
not
you
a
grab-
spear.
Anyways, did you grab the lance with the hands you cut open?
I mean, after I bandaged it, probably.
Okay, good. Because you didn't say you bandaged it.
yeah, he did. He said he wrapped it in silk.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. You must have cut out on my end. I was gonna be like, you need to roll for disease, motherfucker, because that's a dirty lance.
Then I would
Why would
cure
it-
him.
Why would you? Why would we have a dirty lance?
It's been in a basement hiding away from your sister's goons. It wouldn't have been in the
The
best.
lance was from the palace. There would have to be, because that would be the second time we met up with Xanros. And if Arta's saying the second time we met up with Xanros, he was at the palace, then we would have had to.
Okay,
have gotten
and
it
do
from
you
the
think your
palace.
sister kept housekeepers on staff?
No, but she killed everyone who could have made it dirty.
Dust
Except for
gets
the frost
dirty.
giants.
Dust does get
Frost-
dirty. There's no dust. It's
Frost
frost.
giants are still there.
The frost giants are there. Everything's frozen.
Guys, I'm pretty sure this is a moot point, so whatever.
Especially with a paladin right here.
I was gonna say, I literally can't die of disease. Like, this dude will just bring me right back. It'll be great.
He won't bring you back. He
Bring
follows
me
the
back from
standard.
disease.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
Is true.
If you die, he won't bring you back. We had a full-fledged discussion about this the other day.
Who, Ruben?
Yeah,
Ruben
That's
will
necromancy.
bring me back, but Xanros might petition Reuben to bring me back in order to destroy his sister, who is the equivalent of the Underworld Scylla.
We could discuss that parallel universe when it happens.
Yeah. There's a bridge that may need to be crossed at some point where Reuben will have a crisis of faith, and so will Winwin.
You guys never cross bridges though, so that's not a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We'll have
no,
to jump
you
the
guys
river.
spend
We'll
like
have to jump the
50
river,
spells.
and it'll be the same result as crossing the bridge, I'm sure.
Oh man.
The best part, you guys wasted like what 2 tier 5s, and Aldous is over there like I could have just teleported the party across.
Eldest, this is the problem with not knowing your frickin'
Well, it's because you
spell list.
hadn't played
Piece
in
of shit.
forever.
It's okay.
And I was
My
tired.
fault.
today.
I've been too busy and stuff like that.
No kidding.
Only I expect
Christmas,
1,000 fucking
December
speech
is a
for you.
busy flipping month. I hate it.
What's his name? Sir
Dude,
Whisper?
I don't even have the same problems.
Sir Whisper? Sir Fuck.